Hello and welcome to this week's Christmas special episode of Doran and Dean Talk. Now we've taken the decision to conduct this entire episode in song. So without further ado, we're going to count ourselves in and you're going to be treated to a rendition of all your favourite Christmas carols. So I will count you in. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll be glad to know that was only a joke. We're not going to be conducting this week's episode in song, at least not yet anyway. We might do further on.
Few beers to go yet.
So as you can see, this week's episode is very much Christmas themed. We've spared no expense with our set decorations. As you can see, it's been strategically laid out across the table.
I've just popped all over Diane Abbott's face. It's not often you can say that.
It's not. No, God, I don't want to say it, but yeah, she's well and truly smothered in it at the minute. So as you can see, we're suitably attired. I've got my blue number on, and Dean in true form has got his Star Wars.
I find your lack of cheer disturbing.
Very good. Yeah,
and don't let the camera pick it up.
Well, say it again. If you can't hear that, it's actually just lightsabers clashing together. So that's cool, isn't it?
I think so.
It might not stop.
Shut up now.
No, it might not stop. So everyone's getting geared up for the big day next week, and we're no exception to that rule. So this week's episode is going to be totally Christmas themed. Now, leading up to this point, before every episode, we do a lot of planning. Yeah, it is true. Honestly, I know it's hard to believe, but it is true, isn't it?
We do.
And we do really try. We do. However, this week we've taken the bold step, being the season of, I don't know how you'd liken it to the season, but of trying new things and being a bit different, isn't it? So we're going to do this completely unscripted and unplanned. So everything you're about to see could go one of two ways. Let's just see how we end up. But I think we'll be alright.
I think it'll start off philosophical and slowly descend into the ridiculous.
Yeah, the wine is open, the beer is flowing. So we'll give it a whirl, won't we?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So we'll go headlong into this week's festive news. Okay, welcome to this week's festive news. So, as mentioned at the top of the show, we're going to sort of keep everything very Christmassy, aren't we?
We're going to try.
Yeah.
We're going to try.
Yeah, we're going to try with all our festive cheer that we've got this year. Although I'm not that cheery this year about it.
Do you know what? As funny as you say that, mate, I usually, from every year since I was a tot, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Up until even last year, I'm like, oh, it's nearly Christmas. You know what I mean? But this year, I'm just not feeling it.
No, I'm not. So, I mean, hopefully, after tonight, we will do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll adequately fill ourselves with festive cheer and alcohol, and bring cheer to you all. So the many, I'd love to say many millions, but all 6 of you out there that are probably watching us right now. No, I'm only kidding. No, we're doing alright actually. We get some good viewing, so we appreciate that. And as mentioned, so don't forget, we do have all social media platforms covered. We've got Instagram and the other Twitter, all you Twitterati out there. We've got Doran and Dean Talk on Facebook, which is what?
Just Doran and Dean Talk on Facebook.
Just no hands with that one. No hands. So just don't forget to follow us, like us, subscribe. Our little beautiful faces are down here, so do click on that and give us a follow. And let us know any comments you have, good and bad. Wish us a Merry Christmas or don't, up to you. We'll be sure to comment below, and we'll be happy to respond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So this week's news. I mean, again, this, as I said earlier, it's all ad-lib this. So, but I've got some sad news to depart actually. That we've just heard that Father Christmas has actually been shot down over Lapland. Donald Trump has just confirmed. I think it was last 10 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah, and it was a friendly fire strike, and a predator drone took him out over Lapland. So he's currently being transported to Guantanamo Bay as we speak. So I think we're probably going to have to end up saddling up, mate, and getting all the presents out there, I think.
Oh, I can't be arsed with that. We'll give them to Yodel. We'll get Yodel to do it.
Yeah, get them men on it.
You'll probably get them by mid-May.
Get Yusuf that goes round here. I don't think he's slept since June. The guy who delivers all the parcels. I think they're just like zombies, aren't they?
Do you know Yodel have never made a profit since it's been in business?
No, I didn't know that. Never. Can't be joking.
Never made a profit.
Wow.
Ever.
I suppose they're...
I can't remember who owns them. It's some big... I can't remember who owns them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's DHL, but it's somebody like
that. Yeah. I suppose with carriers like that, though, the value is the workflow, isn't it? It's the channel of the workflow. So I didn't know that. But they're like more of market share now because Santa's been shot down. I'm just hearing, actually, sorry, as we're talking, it's coming in all the time. It's just come through that one of Santa's reindeer is also taking a turn for the worst. So, yeah, so we'll keep you posted on that and on his condition going forward. So, yeah, but yeah, so I think we're getting live updates all the time, aren't we?
We'll keep you posted.
It's serious though. It really, really is. It's serious. So there'll be a diplomatic shitstorm, won't there?
Well, depends. If he's American, you won't be able to extradite him.
That's true. Yeah, you'll get diplomatic immunity and all that. But yeah,
they'll be waterboarding him now. Warnicks.
Yeah, mulled wine. Yeah, they will be. He'll be suffering old Father Christmas. So, but no, I'm sure he'll be all right. But we will keep you posted. We definitely will do. But yeah, one thing I was going to say. I mean, talking about Yodel and all that lot is that in the news this week, I heard early in the week that it is actually a record year for the right sort of non-physical purchases at the shops. You know what I mean, like online, but also online and directly with Amazon and all the other carriers that you mentioned as well in terms of Christmas. I get it, really, don't you? I mean, I can't remember what the frick did we used to do.
Absolutely, struggled with what we used to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a certain age and we're not too old, but we're knocking on a bit, and I can't bloody remember. I think we just ended up just traipsing around, getting stressed.
Yeah. Do you remember when our oldest were little, and my missus on it said, coincidentally the other day, she always made you feel there was no internet when she was born.
Yeah.
Like, it was just getting, you had like your dial-up and stuff like that. We certainly couldn't order anything.
Oh, could you bother? You wouldn't want. You wouldn't trust it either. You certainly wouldn't pay any money.
Christ, no.
You wouldn't put your credit card details in.
I remember going shopping, like, kids have fads, you know what I mean? Like, it was them. Remember that year it was them Furbies, remember?
Oh.
That never fucking shut up with them stupid eyes.
Yeah.
And you couldn't order them online.
No.
And they all had the different colours and different types. So you'd go to all your local shops, you haven't got any. You'd have to get in your car. I think we ended up in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Toy shop in Blackpool for one.
You know, I'm glad that we did live in an era where that was, but we didn't have many years of it, did we? Because later on it got.
Yeah, it got too quick.
Well, it's true that though, and people used to rely on things like just rumour, didn't they? Or so and so's got some in, like you said, wherever Blackpool or St Helens or man, it won't go to St Helens even for most things. But when the parents would travel, wouldn't they? And they'd end up like virtually killing each other. And you'd see, maybe see footage like Black Friday in America where people were like crawling over old ladies to get to their TVs and stuff like that. That's what it was like, wasn't it? Toy shops, because it were like you said, Furbies.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Teletubbies.
Oh God, yeah.
You remember that? Yeah, Teletubbies. Yeah, it was horrendous, and but I understand why, because like parents, they didn't want to disappoint the kids. It was blood and pressure. But in all honesty, I mean, you put as much thought in it, but it's so easy. You can be sat in the bath and just do your Christmas shopping.
I did 99% of my, in fact 99.99% of my Christmas shopping watching telly. One swipe purchase. Oh yeah, they got some Wolf, be here tomorrow.
And I call me a romantic and stuff like that, but it is a shame, isn't it? In some respects, because I know it's bloody stressful at Christmas. It really, really is. But there's something to be said about when you are shopping, as long as you're not under too much pressure, being out and about, Christmas shopping. You pick up a bit of
the element of discovery's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely right. That's a great point. It's a great point, that, because you only buy what you set out to get, don't you? Yeah, you don't trip over stuff. Well, yeah. So unless you search a random term, I mean, if you go on Amazon and you just put like gifts for her, or I love shit like that, or just put gadgets, and you end up. Well, you name it. You end up buying shit that you.
It's like fucking. I tell you what though, it's not on. Aldi's bad for that.
Yeah.
Aldi's bad for that.
Oh, and the
The
middle row.
bit.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
I'm
deadly.
going to Aldi for a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You come out with fucking TIG welder.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
A TIG welder and a 9-ton jack.
Yeah, yeah. Or a woolen, like one of those.
3 wetsuits.
Yeah. There's some kinky bastard out there.
Yeah. Living Nuneaton, Aldi Nuneaton.
Yeah.
3 wetsuits and a scuba tank.
Yeah, there'll be some sicko sat there now with the wetsuits on. But no, it's true that. But they're there's something strangely alluring about that aisle, isn't there? I must admit, everyone plays it cool when they go into Aldi. I suppose other supermarkets too, but and you like walk past it, don't you? And you go, oh, I'm not interested in any of that.
Yeah.
You walk past it, and something just suddenly. What's that? Oh, it's a donut maker. And then you think, and then you fantasise about making donuts at home, and that's it. You're done. You're done for.
In summer we went into Aldi and they had a handheld inspection camera. Do you know like that? Yeah, like the big, the great big, not wire. Wire is the wrong word. A great big thin metal extension, and I mean real long. And right at the end of it, had a little tiny camera.
Oh,
and loads of LED
yeah,
lights.
yeah. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Oh, you mean ones that you shove in anywhere?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
oh, yeah, I love shit like
So
that.
you hold it.
Archaeologists use that.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
they?
So you hold it. It's got a big screen on it like that. You can zoom in and out, and you can.
Must be rude, that.
Yeah, sorry. you can turn the little LED light up and down, and fucking all kinds of stuff. You can switch the polarities.
Oh,
And it was 40 quid, and I'm thinking, I'll
Yeah.
never fucking use that in my life.
No,
and I
but-
still bought it.
oh,
And then that was in summer. And about 3 weeks ago, our washing machine started playing up. And we thought, and we were right, that the waste pipe had kinked
yeah,
back.
yeah.
And we didn't want to pull the washing machine out.
So this is perfect.
Yeah, and I'm like, I get to use my fucking camera
Yeah.
straight in carriage. Like, yes, get
I'd be,
in
sh-
there.
oh, I'd be shoving it everywhere, that camera. I really
It,
would.
I've got to admit, it went up my nose first.
Yeah.
As soon as I got home.
Yeah. Still.
She goes in there, what are you doing, nothing?
Oh, I remember at the docks having one of them cameras going up my nose. It was weird. I've had one that me throat as well. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't fancy that.
Oh, horrible. But no, it is phenomenal what you can buy, and I think they play on that in Aldi. They play on the fact that the weird and wonderful. Because you can imagine, there'll be companies sat there looking in the warehouse thinking, what the fuck are we going to do with all these? Get Aldi on the phone.
Yeah.
And Aldi will just stick them in the middle of a store, and people just buy it.
Yeah, in there
Weird.
today, they had an airless paint spraying kit. And I'm like, I'll never use that, but I want
Yeah,
it.
no, it makes you want it, bad,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah, it is really, really weird. But Aldi have got a lot right. They really, really have. But no, online sales, it is. I mean, again, people complain about the death of the high street, and I do get it. I do get it, genuinely. There is a loss of, I suppose, community in there and stuff like that, and because even in our, not to sound too like, oh God, look, the old days and all that bollocks, but you saw the same character, like in the market in town. You saw the same characters, didn't you?
You did, yeah.
Like where we're from, we have a market type basically, and you would see the same characters. And when you go on a Saturday or whenever the market was on and stuff like that, and a lot of that is lost, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do lose a lot.
But
of that.
what was heartening today, and I said we had a walk around the market today actually, and I said to my missus, "Oh, that's good to see." And there was a massive queue for the little cheese shop, the estate agents.
Oh yeah.
Fucking massive queue
Yeah,
for that.
that's good, isn't it? Yeah,
really big queue.
yeah, it's good to see that. Yeah, and I know butchers do well this time of year, don't they? Because I think there's been a big spring back where people like what's the right? What am I getting at? Like farm shops and rustic and butchers. Like people. And there's no harm in saying it. People like to say, "Oh, I got my whatever from the butchers or whatever, or so and so meat market or whatever it's called." So there's been a bit of a resurgence in that. People will pay more. I mean, you do, don't you? It's inevitable. You do pay more for the privilege, but at least there's some sort of money going back in there. But it is a shame though, because you don't like the times are dead, aren't they? Even not even Christmas time. I mean, regular days, Saturdays, it's just ghost times.
They should have different rates for different people to promote small businesses.
Yeah.
Because if you go into any town in the UK now, any major town, or even city, it's exactly the fucking same.
Yeah.
Just a bit bigger.
But I think it comes back to, though, would you go, though? That's the thing, though. I mean, it's like you can't have it all. Well, I'm not saying you. I mean,
Yeah, I know
general point. You get a lot of people on the news, like people saying, "Oh, death of the high street," and we should be investing in our towns and things. But if they did, would you go, or would you just do what most of us now do and drive 10 miles out of town, go to an enormous car park that's conveniently free, by the way, situated right outside the doors of where you want to go? It's just, I don't know. I don't know if you could tempt people. I really don't.
The big yeah. See, with the people in the big shops, it's not their fault. They're just hired help.
Don't get that. Yeah.
They're hired help.
Yeah, yeah.
Case in point, there's a small motor factory near us. Up on, which one I mean? Up near, roundabout near school. Up where to.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
You could go in there. It's a small place. He owns it, and you'll say, "Hey mate, have you got a fucking, I don't know, set a spark plug for whatever, 1968, whatever?" And he'll go, "Yeah, I have." And he'll say like, "Now these are all right. These are a bit more expensive, but they'll last you." You know what I mean? There's knowledge there.
There's a personal touch.
Yeah. Mistakenly, it doesn't happen very often. A couple of years ago, I went into Halfords. Only because I was changing oil on my car myself. I took the sun plug out. If you don't know what a sun plug is, it's the main
drainage point
for all your oil. Yeah. If your sun plug comes out, you're fucked. So your oil comes out your car. So I had my car jacked up, takes the sun plug out, and there's loads of metal filings on it. I thought, so I thought, new sun plug. I thought I'd get away with it. I couldn't. I left it a bit late. I went to the local motor factories. It's closed. Bollocks! I thought I'll go to Halfords. So I went in and said to the fella, "Have you got a sun plug?" I think we went have my Audi. He said, "I've got a sun plug for an Audi A4. Oh, don't know. I'm going to ask." Well, another fella comes out, managerial type. Have you got a sun? Well, there's three or four types, so you must be able to tell me which one it is. I'll give you here. And he said, "Is your car with you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I put my sun plug back in and filled it up with oil, but I need a new sun plug to get here." And he said, "Right, okay." He said, "You want to nip outside and go and get it, and then we'll have a look?" And I said, "Get what?" He said, "Your sun plug." He said, "You want me to go outside in the car park and take my sun plug off my car?" He went, "Yeah, if you can, and then we'll have a look." He said, "Do you know what a sun plug is?" And it was just, you know what I mean? Eyes glazed over. But yeah, I think that's the.
Yeah, you lose a bit of expertise, don't you? Definitely. But like I said, I don't think you can stop it. I really don't see how it can be stopped. The only thing I thought of, and I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, or I might have directed it. It's funny when you get to this point in my life, because you can't. The lines between reality and dream blur together. So if I'm, yeah. Anyway.
Flying out to housing more dressed as Batman.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Love that. I forgot what I was going to say now.
You said the expertise.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's another symptom. Was with the high street being the way it is, I don't understand why supermarkets haven't bought or occupied high streets. In terms of...
They do.
No, I know they do. Yeah. Like Tesco Extra and all this.
No. The empty shops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so say that Tesco buy a grocery, Tesco buy a butcher, Tesco buy a newsagent, Tesco buy a booze shop. And that way, I know it's a bit fakery, but that way you still get the same value goods, but you get the variety, or even at least some of the experience of moving from shop to shop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, supermarkets are notoriously bad for buying empty shops and just keeping them empty.
Yeah, well,
so nobody else can have them.
I know they do big land grabs, don't they, as well, for shit like that. Yeah. It's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong. But can it be stopped? I don't know. We're all guilty of it. And now even talking with Amazon, more news from Amazon was they're now using drones, aren't they, for deliveries? And some of the fantastic stories of, I mean, technologically, you can't help but admire it. You've got to sit back and clap your hands, because they're on about, they're already doing very remote areas in different parts of the world. They do remote drone deliveries. And the concept now is to do it in a city, because obviously couriers, they can't get across town quick enough. So what they'll do, and this is the amazing part, they're on the distribution centres are going to be flying distribution centres. They're going to be blimps. There's going to be a blimp that's suspended, God knows how many hundreds of feet in the air, and the drones go to the
that's too
airship.
That's too Man in the High
I think it's
Castle.
brilliant. What a clever idea. So it's going to be manned. There's going to be people up there.
Yeah.
But obviously on whatever shifts or whatever, or certain flight times, or whatever you want to say. So I'd say they've got 500 deliveries or 1,000 deliveries in an area of London. They'll go up. They'll have an army of 50 drones, and these drones just do the aerial deliveries, and they go back up to there, and they go on the bundles. What a fucking brilliant idea that is.
Yeah. You know, we're doing that in Liverpool. They've got fucking roofs with butterfly nets.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. But that's the other thing. It's a great point now, because I was thinking, no matter how sophisticated we think we are, there'll be some dickhead who'll steal or shoot the drone down. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to combat with that. I really don't know how they'll get it. Or stealing the drone and stealing whatever it's got. High value items. You know, it's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? It is a funny one, but clever though.
It's very.
Jesus. But typical innovative ideas.
Amazon need to sort their packaging out though. Big time.
Yeah, some of it's good though.
No, but I don't mean it's badly packed. I mean sometimes it's too well packed. Like you'll order a fucking a pair of socks off Amazon. It comes in a box like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the fuck have I ordered? I can't remember.
Do you know what I really fucking hate when you talk about packaging? It's that tape that's got the intertwine. It's got twine inside it.
Yeah, it doesn't rip.
And you can't rip the fucking stuff off it. It's my god! It's the most annoying material.
It's not the most annoying.
No. Right.
Well, you being a dad, you'll know this.
Yeah.
When you were buying toys for your kids, and they had them. Yeah. They used to go through the back.
Oh.
And they had like metal in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they used to twist them
And
all up.
sometimes they had
back.
screws in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were shit. You're right there. Actually.
Like the fucking toy was going to bust its restraints and run off down street if they didn't put it in.
Them, yeah.
They were awful.
Thank God we left that behind. But yeah, parents with kids of a certain age, you'll still be experiencing that. Yeah, it's just like ridiculous security so you can't nick toys. But that's the other thing as well, toy shops, it's gone. There's no toy shops. There's Smiths and...
Which is extortionate.
Smiths and...
Are there any toy masters left?
No. I think the only one I can think of, top of my head, is Hamleys, which is Trafford Centre, London. I don't know where else. But they're not really a chain, it's just like a boutique-y type. But yeah, gone. Toys R Us gone, Toy Master gone, Toy and Hobby gone. Years ago, I remember Toy and Hobby.
Oh, yeah, I love Toy and Hobby.
Yeah. Because the you know, and like I said, we're all guilty of it, but it's like all the Amazon and supermarkets selling toys, and everybody does it now, especially the bigger one, you know, the big massive superstores. Argos. That's the Argos days are numbered. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, definitely.
They're on the way.
Definitely.
But Argos, used to love going to. You used to get the new Argos catalogue. It was like
that
was like fun Christmas Day. Yeah. That came out, you like you flick through, and in toy section or whatever, and it was always dead exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, Woolworth's gone. All the you know.
Remember what toy shop in town? Was it Heights? That was there for years. Going back a long time. You remember Graham's?
Yeah, I remember Graham's. Yeah.
Like a little small Hydra in the back, and then they went to them, and they sold like
Graham's,
cheap stuff, didn't they? Like bouncy balls. And they've
Graham's used to be. You won't know. I don't know. You talk about yourselves for a couple of minutes because only if you live in Chorley will you know. So it's irrelevant to you guys. So yeah, excuse us. But Graham's was actually old. It was an old cinema. Graham's.
Was it?
Yeah, it used to be a really, really old. I only found that out relatively.
Oh
recently.
yeah, that would explain the big double doors.
Yeah, and it used to go downstairs when you walked in.
Yeah.
And apparently it used to be a cinema, like a really old cinema.
I did not know
that.
I
didn't know that either, up until very recently I found that. And I always remember, I had a lasting memory, I don't know if you remember this or not, and it had tiles on the floor.
It did.
Ornate tiles. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And that was from the original cinema.
And all the door steps were massive, weren't
they? Yeah.
And it used to have like circular raised blocks on it.
Yeah. It was quite ornate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you went in. Yeah, cinema.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember Nightingales as well.
Oh
Nightingales.
God, I love
Because
Nightingales.
you used to go upstairs and
Yeah.
they'd have a wall of Star Wars figures.
Absolutely crammed full of Star
Top
Wars
to
figures.
bottom. And I always remember they painted stars on the walls. The walls were black.
Mm.
And they painted planets and stars on the walls. And I always remember they had the X-Wing, because you used to go upstairs and then you'd see all these figures on one wall. Imagine if you could go back in time and do fucking
God.
how rich would you be?
Immensely.
And all the figures, you know better than me, but all the figures that nobody ever wanted, which are worth the most money,
Yeah.
and probably were gathering dust for weeks or years even.
I'm pretty sure I had at least 2 or 3 Jawas with the vinyl cape on.
I know Björn had one of them.
Yeah, I know I had 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Definitely, and I destroyed them.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed them playing them, and they're worth like 15 grand a piece.
No, they're not fucking hell. It's all worth shit.
It might even be more.
Can you imagine how many are littered across attics across the.
I mean, I'm talking carded,
Yeah.
but even loose.
Even
mate.
loose.
Because but you got to be careful because bit of
Nerd off.
nerd off for you. Obi-Wan Kenobi had a similar cape because he was taller, it was longer.
Yeah.
And the unscrupulous a word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dealers would take the vinyl cape off Kenobi, cut it down and put it on the Jawa.
Fakery.
Yeah, but you can tell because the Jawa should be the same colour as the cape, and Kenobi's cape was slightly lighter.
No, you know people.
So don't buy one.
Absolutely. No, don't buy one. But no, that's amazing. But yeah, I mean, we can always reminisce about what we had and stuff, what we should have kept. But I remember Björn had a Jawa with a vinyl cape. I was because I didn't. I had the one with the cloth one. Yeah. But I did have a Darth Vader with a vinyl cape.
Yeah, they're all mine.
Oh, right, there you go. Well,
but,
special.
I'll tell you what you might have had, and I had them as well, Vader and Luke with the extending lightsaber. So you used to push it out your arm, but then if you pulled it out again, you remember?
Yeah.
That variant is worth a fortune.
No, I had Luke Skywalker with that.
Yeah, that variant's worth a fortune.
Oh, my God. Makes you ill, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes you absolutely ill.
The rocket firing Boba Fett's,
Never had that.
they produced a very small number of prototypes, and a few got over here. And they banned them because kids fucking firing missiles and stuff.
Yeah.
150, 200 grand a
Oh
piece.
my God. It's obscene, but like you say, you can always look back, I suppose. You can always look back.
Yeah, I said to my missus every time, well, Star Wars toy goes up for a ridiculous amount of auction. I think, fuck, I wish I'd kept them, I wish I'd known. But then she was like, yeah, but then you wouldn't have played with them. You wouldn't have enjoyed them, and you wouldn't get the same enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, it's true that.
You know.
It's true. I suppose it has some relevance with our new section, because obviously with the release of the new Star Wars movie this week.
Yeah.
So.
I'm always spoiling it. It's been fucking
I've
good.
not seen it yet. It's not allowed
fucking
to.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's a ringing endorsement from our resident Star Wars fanatic. So it's I'm looking forward to going to see it on Christmas Eve, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, you look back, I remember about 10 years ago, I had because I've got an ATAT at my mum's, and I sold the guns.
Yeah, Charles was the chin guns. The chin guns and the battery compartment flapper worth more than
I
selling it.
I feel I regret it now. I know. I do
feel like a chop on gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But I regret I sold as you said, at the door on the side of it. I sold the battery cover.
Yeah.
I sold the chin guns, which were the original.
Yeah.
Perspex unbroken. Original ones. I sold them for about 45 quid.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And the ear guns, because they were straight as an arrow, because they used to get bent, didn't they? Because they were very thin barrel, weren't they? And canopy.
Yeah, what's that?
Because the canopy just had two little. Because they did a lot of Star Wars, didn't they? Two tiny little grip. I don't know what you call them. Clips, and you just had to bend it ever so slightly out. It used to just sit inside, and it would come up and down like that. And I sold them as well. So I think, I did all right. Did all right. So I think I sold X-Wing. Cause I've got an X-Wing. I think I've still got it. I sold the X-Wing canopy and the guns.
Yeah, because the guns bend as well, and the canopy
and the guns. You remember they were like that at the end, and these bits at the end they used to bend and snap, didn't they? And they were. Cause I always looked after my toys. I don't know about you, but I did. I played with them a lot, but I was never brutal with them. They were in turn, but I never got.
That was one of the most life-changing decisions I've ever had to make when I was a kid. When I got my X-Wing for Christmas, did you put the battle damage transfers on?
I did.
I was like, I put mine on as well.
I put mine on. Yeah, they're too cool not to put on.
Yeah.
They really, really were. Yeah, I loved that. And I had the snow speeder, and I had did I have a Y-wing? No. Björn had a B-wing.
Oh, I love the B-wing.
Just like, if you're not too familiar, it just like went like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it had the
ball like a ball.
yeah, the cockpit. That's it on that end. That was an obscure. I bet they're worth a few quid as well. Like B-wings and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just got to show you, doesn't it? It's if we can go back. If I close my eyes, I can see it going upstairs at Nightingales, and I can see it. And I met Darth Vader though. Darth Vader turned up 1 week.
Yeah, I was going to say, I queued up for ages getting
yeah,
there.
we probably went to the same thing.
Probably, yeah. All the way past the old Morrisons and right.
Yeah, that's right. But all those old buildings are gone now, and but it's like you say, towns never come back.
Definitely not.
Can't do. Can't.
Definitely not.
You know, we'll end up one day not going out. Man, you said us bloody talking to a camera on the internet, but yeah, it's true, isn't it?
The only thing that they can do, I think, is what the French do, and I think it's a bloody good idea, even if they're the French.
Drink loads of wine.
Look at that, yeah. But they don't like supermarket chains in city centres. So
Yeah.
Exclusion zone.
Great point. Yeah.
So it's like when you go into the middle of Paris, when you go into the middle of Paris, it's all artisan, locally owned shops. And but they
That's
also,
the way to do it.
But they also have like I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to call it the don't take the piss law. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't say, oh, it's like handmade bread. It's like 19 quid.
Yeah. So it has to be realistically priced. Yeah. It's true. And the French, they are like that, aren't they? They'll go out and buy fresh bread every day, won't
I
they?
said the bread in France is like nothing you've ever tasted before in your life. It's just
not like our 49p value loaves that you get, which looks like cotton wool. And taste was
they must have fucking strong teeth, French though. Every bit of bread I will like.
I love crusty bread.
Yeah, I do too.
For it. Yeah. That's my weakness. You know, if someone turned to me and said, right, you can't have another chocolate bar for the rest of your life, I'll be alright with that. Yeah. Or bread.
I'm pretty much the same. I can take a leaf chocolate and sweet stuff. I'm so savoury. I'm a savoury junkie.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, you said that French wine. I'm not that keen on French wine, I'll be honest.
Oh, I love that fucking bottle of Harris again.
No, French wine. Not massively into it, but
no, it seems a bit. Like I say, I know very little about wine. All I know about wine is how to drink it, how to throw it up again.
Yeah.
But French wine, all I've had, except for one bottle, it's all a bit acidic for me.
Yeah.
It's a bit, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an expert. I mean, I drink it, as you can see, but I don't profess to be. I don't know regions of grapes. I know country. I know which particular countries I like and varieties of wine I do like. But yeah, French wine. It tends to be quite expensive as well. But they must do alright with it, obviously.
I think you're probably paying for name as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, there is a lot of that.
It's from France and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We'll just make our own fucking grape Fanta and vodka.
It's a good idea. Yeah. Got a winemaking kit inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. bought it for me for my birthday. I've never used it. I forgot about it. But yeah, it just it makes about 10 bottles worth.
It's all right.
I know. So if I'm desperate next week, I might just drink it in the packet. See what happens. Or I might make prison moonshine.
Yeah, we could live stream it back at ambulance on where to press and oil.
yeah. Just stuff potato peeling, sugar and yeast into the radiators in the house.
Crank the heating up.
You cram the heating up, leave it a few weeks and just bleed the radiators. That's what they do in prison though.
Start calling each other Cletus.
Yeah. That's what they do in prison though, isn't it? With moonshine. They just...
they make it in bogs and
God,
everything, don't they?
yeah, they use... apparently, they use... what is it? Is it water bombs inside socks? So they drape the socks over the radiator like they're drying.
Yeah.
But the stuff down the back of the radiator is the baggies with moonshine.
Fucking hell.
And it fucking festers there for weeks. And then they get smashed off it. Oh my God. I mean, I get desperate for drinks sometimes, but my God.
No, that's not for me, that.
Prison life for you, absolutely. But yeah, they get it. I mean, prison. I suppose that's a whole other subject. But the other thing they're on about, like prisoners, getting looked after a little bit too well in the news this week at Christmas time again. With Christmas dinner and stuff. And I don't know what I mean. We've never been inside or anything like that, have you?
Not for long.
No.
No, I have not.
No, we've not. But if I did, if you got sent down for something, as long as it weren't something too bad, I'd still think you deserve. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. One of the things that prisoners don't deserve fuck all. I suppose it depends what you've done.
I suppose what you've done, and I think it gets complicated. It depends on the prisoner as well. If you've got some knobhead strutting around like he's fucking God's gift, and he's proud. You do get people that are proud to be in prison.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's institutionalised, don't they? Yeah,
Look at me, I'm fucking rock hard.
That's because it's too soft, though. That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about prison, thankfully, but
if you were a trial, if you were repentant and you're like, oh God, yeah, you know what, it was me. I'm sorry, I deserve everything I get. Then
I see what you mean. Yeah. So if you
sat there, the judge going, fuck off. So I tell you what, mate. Then you know what I mean.
Yeah. So it should be a privilege rather than a right.
Yeah. It's nothing but cat milk and fucking goat's cheese for you for the rest.
I agree. Completely agree. They should just have enough nutrition to keep them alive.
Yeah. Well, they don't Matrix.
Yeah.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, they should, because I don't know. It's a whole other debate, and I'm conscious this is a Christmas show, but it does relate to that. But you hear, like I read the report on some of the spend, and also some of the stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't have Christmas dinner, because as I said, if you've committed, you might have made a mistake in life. I understand that. Might have been desperate. Do you not deserve? Probably do deserve Christmas dinner. I get that. But when I was reading some of it, when they were saying they get a choice between roast beef, turkey or both, Brussels sprouts, carrots, pigs in blankets, stuffing, potatoes, and then
I don't get that.
I know. Might go turn next door over. And then, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't sit right with me for some weird reason. And then like Christmas pudding, and they get crackers and fucking hats and all this shit. And you think, it doesn't really sit well with me. That.
No.
Does it with you?
No. Especially not when there's people going to food banks and there's fucking kids that, haven't eaten right for the last 6 months.
Don't get me started on that. I know, you're right. It's terrible.
We're the 5th wealthiest country in the world.
But
we shouldn't know what a food bank is.
I completely agree. But I've got a theory on this, and I'm not going to labour the point too much because I'm trying to keep everything Christmassy here in terms of that, and it does relate to Christmas quite well. I don't think that, and I might be wrong here, I've been lucky in life in terms of never been so rock bottom where I've had to even consider doing anything like that. I hope I never do. But my theory is, and I'm not saying most people that go there, I think the problem now is people aren't too proud to go there.
Yeah.
I think what I'm trying to put into words is, what I mean is, see 30, 40, 50 years ago, I think pride would have got in the way with a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? You know, get it?
Yeah.
And I think with people now, is that, and it sounds like I'm generalising, and I am a little bit, but that a lot of people, like who smoke or drink, and they have, but they think nothing of going to the food bank, because I think there's a mentality. I might be wrong. There might be a minority, but I think there's people who genuinely might get their benefits or if they're working, every credit, but maybe they're low wage and go, fuck it, we'll go and get smashed. We'll go to the food bank and get some food.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
The prioritising of it
isn't,
I need to feed my kids, I need to pay my bills, I need to make sure we're warm, make sure we're clothed, all that. And then, if you've got anything left over, you might be able to have fish and chips on a Friday night, or a couple of cans or whatever. I think it's completely the way around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a very long-winded way of putting it.
It's an easy safety net.
It is, and it's almost socially acceptable.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Do you know what I mean? Do you think I'm wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong.
No.
One of the most... I get angry on fucking anything at the drop of an hat. But I was in Co-op near our old house 4 or 5 years ago. And you get some people and they talk to the kids like shit.
Yeah, they do,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, really horrible.
And this little girl, she was lovely. She said, "Mummy, please can I have this?" It was just a Milky Way or something like that.
Yeah, not much.
She didn't say, "Can I have that?" She said, "Mummy, please can I have that?"
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose so. Go on, get it if you want. hurry up. So they get to tell them, they're in front of me. And this woman says, oh, I'll have 10 Berkeley Red, what have you. So she gives her 10 Berkeley Red. Got the girl, gives her a Milky Way. And she comes to whatever, I say fucking £5, 10p, £5, 30p, whatever it is. And this woman went, oh, I've only got a fiver. And looked at this woman like saying, are you going to let me off for 30, 40p? And obviously it's not an independent shop, so she can't.
No. She
said, I can't. I'm sorry. And she turned around to this kid, she goes, you'll have to put your chocolate back.
Yeah, sure.
Not me fags. You
well,
know
that's
what I mean? I bought it for her.
Yeah.
I said, excuse me. She turned around and said, do you want me to buy it for your kid? And she looked at me like I was shit.
Yeah.
I said, I'll buy the bar of chocolate if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want.
Yeah.
She said, fuck you then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so...
I don't get people... If that was me and if I smoked, I'd go, I'll tell you what, I'll come back later, get your chocolate, love.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that spells it out perfectly. I think that is the people, not all, that go to the thinking. There's like, there shouldn't be shame if you really, really need help. Charity. This time of year, obviously, you've got some great work going on, Salvation Army, all that stuff. It's great work. But I think a lot of the people, they just take advantage of it. I think there's a lot more. There's no stigma anymore. I think people would be quite happy strutting up to the food bank and going, I'll get me free food.
Yeah.
And, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a bit George Orwell, that's right, but smokers and drinkers, so I'm including myself here, should be registered. Right? And every purchase you make of fags and alcohol goes on a little chitty. If you got to go to the food bank and they go, where's your chitty? They scan it and they go, fuck off, you spent 700 quid on fags this year. Off you pop.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That, unfortunately, it'll never happen. I completely agree with you. And I think that's a great idea. It is a great idea, that. But it'll never happen because, you know what, there's too many fucking do-gooders out there who'll say
infringing human rights,
civil liberties and all that bullshit. But it's true. It is fucking true. And we've all seen it, haven't we, with people. I've seen it. I mean, Bolton, fucking hell. I've seen people walking down the street at 8:15 in the morning, drinking.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people, like, when they're coppering up in the off-licence to buy a single can.
Oh, God, yeah.
Single can. Unbelievable.
We went in Spoons a while back. We went for breakfast. It was early. And I went to the till. I said, 2 regular breakfast we were having. 2 cups of coffee. So, right, okay. And he said, I'll just go and get your cups. So he goes off, because he hadn't got the fancy machines now, aren't they, touch screens. So just go and get you some cups, alright. And there's somebody else, and this woman come in. And she had a uniform. I'm not going to say where she worked, because it's not right. But she had a uniform on for a shop, so she was going to work, you know what I mean? It's not like she was on nights, man. Her were minging. She stank, and she stood next to me, like, fucking hell. I said, yeah, love, I'm done, I'm just waiting for your cups. So come some cups. This other fella come up, and he said, I can't remember her name, but fucking, let's call her, I don't know, Lindsay. And he knew her anyway, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, hey, Lindsay, love, you alright? Yeah, usual. Yeah. Triple Jack Daniels.
Oh,
gives it money. Gives it money. Woof.
Oh,
down in one.
Filthy.
I'll see you later.
Filthy animal.
Off to work.
Yeah, dirty.
Off to work. I said to him, I said, ain't you supposed to serve her food with that because it's before 11 o'clock? Yeah,
the choke on that, absolutely. It's true that with Spoons. I mean, that fucker winds me up, to be honest with you. The guy who owns Spoons. Is it Spoons? Yeah.
Somebody might have somebody.
Can't stand it. It was big on, you know, the Brexit debate.
Yeah.
It was always on.
I know he's moaning about his pigs and blankets.
Yeah, of course. And he's a very eccentric weirdo. A bit of a Nigel Farage clone. And I mean, arguably with Spoons, it's got a lot. I mean, for people who can control it and stuff like that, like with us, it's a good place, isn't it? To go for a bite to eat, a good starting or an ending point for a day out. You know, where you want to. And it is cheap, isn't it? Pints.
It's cheap and its quality's pretty.
It's all right.
Decent.
Yeah, it's all right. So it's good all the way, really. But it doesn't, because it's cheap. It attracts. You'll see them. You know, you see these. I suppose you should sympathise with a lot of them. I mean, they know the way to put it. They're alcoholics, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
And they'll turn up and they're drinking the tall pints of blackcurrant and cider. And just, oh mate, it's horrible. It's horrible. So yeah, you do see a lot of it, and he's rolling in it. You know, done very, very well. Which, you know, fair enough. Maybe credit.
You think he could afford to put all his toilets on fucking ground floor.
Yeah.
So you have to climb the fucking Andes to go for a slash.
Well, with the way I am these days, I have to sort of set off before I need a piss.
When you get
Yeah.
there.
I thought, as soon as you hear a tap running at work, you're a tap running at work, or somebody's in, the young lads comes in with the fucking gym water bottles about that big, and they're filling it up, and it starts. And I'm in the kitchen brewing up, and I'm looking over thinking, looking at it and hearing it, I'm thinking, I need to go for a piss. And I end up having to go for a piss before he's filled his up.
I think it's that camera that does me. As soon as he starts pointing at me,
Yeah.
I'm a piss.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we can't leave all the. Let's just say we can't leave all the material in, but there's plenty of footage of breaks. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Roddle had that false arm over Emu?
Oh yeah.
I want to get a pair of false legs here.
Yeah.
Just cut an hole in couch with a fucking litter tray underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, Roddle. Fucking hell. Yeah, he died, didn't he?
Fell off his roof.
Yeah.
Fell off his roof.
Champions League, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just in his area, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't write shit like that.
Apparently his funeral had a really good reception. Sorry, you shouldn't talk ill of the
No,
dead.
he won't mind.
Yeah,
He won't mind. He'd probably have a laugh at himself. But no, so it's a funny thing with drinking and all that shit. But I think what we've covered in this section is quite extensive. But I think it's consumerism, isn't it? And it's a steamroller. I don't think you can stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop it. No.
You either jump on. God, sounds a bit dramatic. You can either jump on and enjoy the ride, or you get fucking squashed.
Yeah. You can preach and be as liberal all you want.
That's what pisses me off.
You're not going to stop
It's
it.
hypocrisy, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's what exactly right. When you see him on the news, and it pains me to speak about Greta Thunberg again. I don't, but that's why I think that's why we like even her that it is hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's hypocrisy, and that's what gets me.
We talked about it last week, didn't I? And I've mentioned she was Time Person of the Year, and it only dawned on me after we'd finished how hypocritical that is. Climate, environment, radicalist, or she wants to call herself.
Yeah.
How many copies of Time magazine
Yeah.
sold in a year?
Yeah, very
On
true.
paper.
Yeah. If she'd have been true to her word, she'd have denounced it or turned it down, or
abdicated.
yeah, because she'd have been told beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Someone just fucking put her on the front page and go, by the way, they'd have said, oh, listen, we want to do it. Oh yeah, brilliant. You know, yeah, you can't practice what you preach, unfortunately. But
Saw something on Facebook today. One of the councils had named their road Greta Thunberg. Oh, fucking brilliant that. That was really good. That.
I was reading. Sorry, I know we're labouring news here, but I very quickly on Greta. I read on anyway, one of the news wires or something like that was that her merchandising line has generated. I can't remember how much, but I remember nearly dropping my coffee at work when I read it. I was working, by the way, boss. I was on my break, and they generated. I can't remember what figure it was, but I remember going, "What? It can't be right." And I read it, and I counted the zeros, and it was horrendous. It's because she's selling recyclable cups with her face on it, T-shirts, kids' T-shirt, you know, all that stuff. And I'm thinking, it just doesn't sit well with a shit like that.
All made in China.
Probably.
World's biggest polluter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it probably is. So yeah, but I'll not go into that because it's Christmas time, so we're gonna have to keep it light. So I think we've bled the news and we've spread some Christmas misery upon you. So carry on using Amazon because we did. So we're not telling you what to do. We're not being hypocritical, but equally don't moan when your high street closes down. All that's left is betting shops and
Charity shops.
charity shop takeaways. Yeah, leave the takeaways.
Leave the takeaways, yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Nothing left. Nothing left.
Oh, fucking vape shops.
Vape shops.
Oh.
Yeah.
God.
Well, they've had a rejuvenated because of the CBD oil, haven't they? People are buying like cannabis oil now because you can buy it. But what's it doesn't have any was it
THC?
THC, and they said TCP then. I used to love the smell of TCP.
I did too.
Yeah. So I think kids are wandering around the streets thinking they're getting whacked off CBD oil. There's no THC in it, but it does relax you apparently. The cannabis oil. So, but yeah, it's full of them. That's all there is on the streets.
Oh, fucking every 2 minutes.
Shops to rent.
Yeah, just waiting in 5 years when they find out that you can grow 3 heads by using it, and they'll ban them all.
Absolutely. So I think we're going to try and lift the mood, and we're going to. What are we doing now?
We're going to lift the mood, and we're going to lift the blood alcohol level as well, because it's time for this. Right, everybody, time for drink of the week.
Yay, Christmas edition.
Christmas edition. Now, we've got a double feature this week.
Oh.
Because I've gone festive because it's Christmas, but also, more importantly, Rise of Skywalker came out this week.
Yes.
Go watch it. It's fucking brilliant.
I haven't seen it, so no spoilers.
No spoilers. It's fucking nice. So we've got for drink number 1 from a B&M Bargains far, far away. We have got the original Stormtrooper Galactic Pale Ale.
Oh, brilliant.
Now, anybody that follows our sister Instagram account,
Is it a sister?
is it sister?
Yeah, is it a sister though? Is she a girl? Is it a girl?
Brother?
Brother.
I can't remember what it's fucking called now. You throw me.
Oh,
Rude Food and Booze Reviews.
oh yes.
I actually posted a picture of this, so Dora might have seen it, so I thought it's not going to be a surprise. And I announced my skepticism. Skepticism? Is that the right word? Yeah. Because as much as I'm a Star Wars fan, they do like to put the name on absolutely fucking everything.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've seen it on grapes and bananas. And
You want Star Wars yogurts?
I do,
I
yeah.
still love that.
Yeah. My favourite were
Yoda was gooseberry.
Yoda was gooseberry. Yeah. Darth Vader was cherry.
Yeah, Dark cherry. And somebody was hazelnut.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca was hazelnut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I had for my dinner, but I can remember tasting my yogurt 30 odd years ago.
I know, you're right.
So, Galactic Pale Ale, a hoppy aromatic session ale with bright citrus flavours. Aromas of grapefruit, pine and herbs are followed by a soft bitterness and earthy undertones.
Oh, lovely words.
It's 4.2%, that was £1.50 in B&M's.
Ooh.
Now,
Is it 1.50 because we've got Stormtrooper on it?
yeah, it's probably about 50p's worth of beer.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, it's brewed at the St Peter's Brewery in Norfolk, and they do a nice IPA.
Oh, right, so it's got foam.
It has. Now,
What's that meant to be?
what? Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to know.
Oh, right, okay.
This is from Shepperton Design Studios. True to the original Stormtrooper costume made by Andrew Ainsworth at Shepperton Design Studios, London, 1976. Now, if you're an absolute Star Wars nerd like me and you heard me say that then, you'd have gone, oh, fuck off! Yeah, I know. There's controversy there. There's allegedly, he's claiming that he designed the Stormtroopers.
So there's a bit.
But he didn't.
Oh, right.
It was Brian Muir who designed Darth Vader's helmet as well.
Wow.
Apparently, allegedly, rumour on the internet was he ripped the design off and cast a load of them. And that's why he's not got an X-wing on there. Because he's only got the Stormtrooper license.
Yeah. Very good. There you know. Well played.
So, I'm not.
So it doesn't set things off too well, does it?
I'm not holding my breath, to be honest with you. It is. I'm not holding my breath. I might be pleasantly surprised. It might
pale, isn't it?
What, pale ale?
No, it's very pale. No.
It's fucking hell, it's bubbly that, unless it's my pine pouring skills. That's settled, so.
Love a bit of head.
Yeah, that'll cost you more than £150.
First we go, not Bolton.
So they did. Sorry, do you want to flake with that?
Yeah. Ooh, Melanie Sykes. Remember that advert?
Oh, you want to flake with that, love?
Yeah. Crisp.
Yeah.
Ice cream. That.
Yeah, let me top you up. But yeah, what put the double kibosh on this for me is they sold it in a gift set with a glass.
Ooh.
And usually, if you sell it with a gift set with a glass, it's shit. So, Galactic Pale Ale.
Well, to be honest with you, anything. Last week's, this smells positively light as a feather, doesn't it? Because last week it was like tarmac.
Bitumen, kerosene in a can.
Smells nice.
I was telling Dawn before we come on earlier that the makers of Black Widow that we tried last week, the Beer Brothers, they've got their own bar and they sell it on draft.
I'm telling you, Not being funny.
Imagine that for a pint of Black Widow.
It shouldn't be legal to pour a pint of that stuff. I can't imagine drinking a pint of it.
A lot of the bars that I'm looking at,
like.
I was looking at some micro pubs, and they sell the ultra strong stuff.
Yeah.
And you can only buy it in halves or 2/3. They don't sell a full pint.
I couldn't drink a pint of that shit. No chance.
Right, shall we give this?
Yeah. Does smell nice.
No.
Very watery.
No, that's shit.
Smells. It says like lager.
No.
No, I agree. It's like that watery.
It's like watered down pale ale. Yeah. We've got enough glasses. Right.
No, don't like that at all. What's this?
That's Shipyard American Pale Ale. Tastes a difference in that.
That smells nice as well. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. That's like, ooh.
That's like they've bought a load of that and watered it down.
Yeah, it's nice. I actually like that. That is nice. That.
It's crap.
It smells alright.
Remember your Peter Kay skit, Roller Cola, crap pop.
Yeah.
That's crap pop. That's Roller Cola of beer. That. I'm gonna go in again just so I make my own mind up.
I'm done with that.
That's swill.
Yeah, it's ranking. Well, I think we've hit a new law. Because you want anything with the Star Wars attached to it, you want it to be good, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that's like I say, it's from this Shepperton Design Studios, and I actually bought. Well, Mrs. got me from them a bottle of Stormtrooper spray aftershave. And she got it for the bottle. The bottle's quite nice. It's like a bust of a Stormtrooper. It's actually quite nice, but the spray, it's shit. You put it on, and you can smell it. 10 minutes later,
Gone.
Yeah, it's garbage.
No, mate.
So in true Stormtrooper fashion, that has missed the mark completely.
Yeah.
Nope. Away you go.
Yeah.
Right.
No, horrendous.
Let's score that.
I don't know, where do you begin? Well, you got to do, as always with all the past scores that we've given all of our drinks, you've got to, I mean, the can's nice, isn't it? Let's give it something. Other than the fact it's got Stormtroopers on the front of it, it counts for something. Got to. But immediately obvious was the fucking weird rocket in the back, which what the fuck that's meant to be. But it tastes shit. Like, not good. Certainly not 150 a can. You consider like a lot of the Brewdog stuff was 165, and then which was the cost? Oh, cost that was £3, wasn't it? The can.
The cost was £3,
though.
£3, but it was a bigger can.
Yeah.
And considering it's only twice the price of that.
Yeah.
But it's infinitely times better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I don't know where to begin with that.
Well, that were only.
This is nice, by the way.
That was 180.
It deserved its own slot. That
Do you know what? I nearly did, and I didn't think you'd like it.
I could actually drink that, which is very unusual for me for something like that. What is it anyway?
Well, I'll tell you what, then triple feature. Fuck it, right? Let's score the
Right.
Stormtrooper.
All right. Oh God. Right. It's got to start with. I don't want to be stupid because you got it. It's got to start with 3 because it counts for a little bit for the design. It smells alright, not that it counts for too much. I'm gonna go bang on 3.
Right. Okay.
Out of 10.
I want to go a little bit lower, and for the exact same reasons for you. Is the only reason I want to mark it up is I'm a Star Wars fan, and
You were drawn in.
I was drawn in, and I actually collect a lot of Stormtrooper stuff. So I am going to mark it up because I'm a Star Wars fan. So I'm going to give it on that 0.4.
Oh, what's that? So 2.4.
No, 0.4.
Oh my God! Horrendous score.
Not even 1.
Oh.
Because that. Oh no, I'm going to go off on 1 now.
I can feel the rage.
That is fucking pure.
Sack.
Take the piss out of the Star Wars fans because they'll buy it.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
It's utter
cash grab.
Cash grab.
Yeah,
I agree with you there.
So let's fuck
Yeah,
that
'cause
off.
if it didn't have a Stormtrooper's face on it, you probably wouldn't have bought it, would you?
No.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, let's
Do you know what? I might have even scored it higher if it wasn't.
Stormtrooper.
If it wasn't, it's purely because he's got these rights to the Stormtrooper image, and I'm going to grab as much shit as I can at Star Wars fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Disney do that on a scale, but they must have quality control.
Yeah, but you got to have something to back it up with, haven't you?
Yeah, so you got 3.
Yeah, 3.
So 3.4. So
yeah, that moonshine we were talking about probably score higher than that.
that's probably it's fermented in a prison bog as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Right, we'll get that in the trash compactor.
Yeah, very good.
You like that?
Yeah, they do.
Right, second of our triple feature, ad hoc triple feature, we've got Shipyard American IPA.
That's ship, people.
Ship. Portland, Maine, USA. Shipyard American IPA combines the finest malted barley with a whole bunch of audacious American hops.
Great word.
This thirst-quenching and gutsy American IPA is dry, refreshing, and explodes with grapefruity citrus
It does.
flavour.
It's funny. Do you know what? Absolutely true to its word. It tastes a bit like
Quite.
a little bit, but when you smell it, I don't want to get too arty-farty here. It almost smells. When you smell it, it smells like lager and lime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Citrus, like exactly as a citrus, but quite strong flavour. But I could drink that. I couldn't have pints of it, pints and pints. Certainly have a couple of that. Without a doubt.
I actually bought it by accident. I actually got one for it when we were having pre-show drinks last week. I went up to Morrison's and I got 3 of their for like the 4 for 6 quid.
Like a selection thing.
Yeah, and I just picked it up. But I do like it.
Yeah, it's a winner that. Yeah. So with the poor Stormtrooper score, I think we need something to lift our spirits. But so that certainly does it for me. It's quite a surprise actually for me that, because probably won't buy it. That's what's the beauty of doing this, because we tasted, both of us I think, we taste things we wouldn't normally buy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that is a surprise for me. Yeah, so scoring wise, that's really difficult for me. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a solid for an IPA. Is it IPA?
It is,
Yeah.
man.
So for an IPA for me, and it does. You know what's weird? It does taste American. It's like an American-y thing. It tastes like an American drink.
I get where you're coming from.
If that makes sense.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, it's a lot. I think its tastes and feels have gone getting old. It feels lighter than your normal IPA.
Yeah, light. Yeah, that's probably the best word. Light. Yeah, light. And you can imagine people in America drinking that. So for me, for an IPA, it's going to be strong score. I'm going to go for. I like my round numbers. I think this week I'm going to go for bang on 7.
Okay, yeah.
Which I think for me, for an IPA, is well strong.
Yeah.
Really, really strong. What do you think?
We're going a little bit higher. I do like it.
Very dry, actually.
Yeah, it is.
You feel like that?
Yeah, it's very good. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the 8s though.
No.
Because I'll be honest with you, IPAs are done to death. Everywhere you go now, it's getting hard work for me now to find something that's not an IPA.
Yeah.
Just go to the 8s.
You're alright.
Yeah. I'm agonising.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, 7.9.
Oof. We're just under the.
Just under.
Just under.
It's just, I don't know what it is, it's just missing.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, that's fine.
But it's perfectly drinkable.
Yeah.
I'd suck that all day.
Yeah, I would.
5% that as well, so it's a decent strength.
Yeah, decent strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why it tastes as good as it does.
Yeah.
So that's alleviated the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, that's, yeah, I've watched that in the
system. Watched that in the system. But no, it's a nice drink, that. It's a nice drink. But it's like with what you say about IPAs, they're very fashionable in a minute. I think we go back to Christmas, because we try and keep it Christmassy. It's like earlier, I went to get drinks, and supermarkets are getting fucking horrendous, obviously with Christmas. And I get that, it's fine, but the booze section, IPAs, and people are buying them. I mean, you wouldn't, like all the ales, like years ago, like the ales, the brown ales, the stouts, the beers.
Yeah, the Imperials and...
Yeah.
Nobody wants them, do they?
Nobody wants them. The old boys used to drink them.
Yeah,
old
boys beer.
Old boys used to have them. But now, it's like, I remember, well, no, I remember, I mean, you feel almost guilty picking up like 4 scrumpies or something. You think, someone looking at you just say,
Yeah,
what are you doing? Yeah. But I like it. I like stuff like that. But some of I do think, and it's the same with a lot of stuff, People drink them because they think it's fashionable. And they go, oh, this is nice. And they fucking don't like it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that. I don't care what's going on. If I wouldn't drink a drink I didn't like. Because I just never felt the need to. Never felt the need to.
When we used to get, what's that, I won't say ridiculed, but when you were our age, when we were going out into pubs and before all this craze come over, you'd get a sideways glance if you ordered like a pint of bodies, wouldn't you?
Massively, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well,
you're not 50, you know what I mean?
No, I never did. Well, you boys drank. You shit Caffreys, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Caffreys.
Yeah, not for me that. I mean, I've always been like that though. Never, always like my lighter drinks. But you used to drink that, didn't you? You and you Stu used to drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, not for me. But point being, you drank it because you liked it, which
lovely.
Yeah, no, that's soup.
Guinness were bad for me. That explains a lot of this.
Can't drink that shit.
I drank once 17 pints of that in the night.
Fuck's sake.
Couldn't do that now. Couldn't do 3.
No. I can have. It's funny we're talking about this because one of the girls at work is going to Dublin for New Year, and
nice and quiet there.
yeah, and talking about Guinness, and I can have. I don't know about you now, but I mean, I've always been like this. I can have one at the beginning, one to finish the night off. Can't do a night on it. Fucking hell, I don't know anyone can do a night on it. Oh man,
I don't know. It's never bothered me.
No, it's horrendous. No, it's like drinking gravy. Can't drink it. Can't do it. It's very. Well, it's metallic, isn't it?
Well, it's iron, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just good for your moderation, but only 17 pints is very good. It's 2 gallons, that.
I know. That was like from,
Oh, that's alright then.
11 o'clock.
Till 4:15 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was spaced out.
Yeah, I bet you were fucking hell.
I don't know if people drink Guinness and black though.
No, I've never. No, it's not. I know
it's awful.
I've never tried it.
It tastes like medicine.
What was that? God, was it Guinness and champagne? What was it called?
Black velvet.
Yes, black velvet. Yeah, it used to do a cheap, but it's cider. Because obviously, who the fuck would go into the bar and go, "I'll have a pint of black velvet, please," and I'll have Bollinger in the Guinness. Fucking wouldn't do, would you? It costs like 40 quid. But yeah, cider in it. I can sort of understand you're balancing off, so that's like a bit sweet, but yeah, it's weird. You don't really get many combinations anymore, do you? In the bars?
A lot of places sell it. What was it? Snake bite.
Yeah.
Was that Stella cider and something else?
We used to drink that Green Monster. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That was lager, cider, and blue balls.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh. And it was fucking bright green.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And at night we used to have the Jaffa cake ones, didn't we? Tea Maria.
That's lovely.
Orange juice.
That's really nice. Really, really. If you've never had that either, you should try that. It's really nice. Tea Maria. Everyone knows what Tea Maria is, don't they? Coffee liqueur with orange juice. So the coffee liqueur, bizarrely, mixed with pure orange juice, it just tastes like Jaffa cakes.
I was just going to say, make sure you said pure then, because I don't want something fucking putting Kiora and
Tea
Maria in it.
Oh god, yeah. Sunny D and fucking Tea Maria.
Oh, fucking Sunny D. You can feel your teeth coming out your gums when you drink that.
And they used to, we were talking about this last week about marketing and stuff. They used to promote that, like, remember the advert, Sunny D? And they would have like the kids and they used to fucking all that. Fuck off. There's fucking nothing nutritious in that shit. Absolutely nothing. Never been near an orange.
It was basically liquid sugar.
Yeah. Fucking horrible shit.
It's awful.
Yeah, it never quench your thirst. It was always expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was expensive.
Well, we've got another one.
We have.
We've got leather by it.
We've got leather. Round 3.
Jesus.
Of our festive edition. We've gone for a festive beer.
Ooh.
Now, this is from Aldi. Now, Aldi do some fucking good beer.
They do. And sausages.
Really good. I don't know how they get away with it, to be honest with you. This was £1.19.
I like that. Look at that.
Yeah, dead simple, but striking. Festive
Unscripted, by the way.
Festive edition, the Hop Foundry Underground Ale, small batch, Crystal Weizen.
Oh, German shit. I fucking love German shit.
Which is German for clear beer. Crystal wheat beer, crafted in small batches using Magnum and Celia hops.
Well, Tom Selleck.
Yeah, all the workers have got
Hawaiian
shirts on and big moustaches like that.
Drive to work for hours.
Yeah.
Fucking Higgins circling an helicopter. Well, not Higgins. What was he
Yeah,
called?
Higgins, yeah.
No, Higgins. No, he had the pilot. No, Higgins.
Is it AJ?
Higgins. Yeah, AJ. it AJ? TJ? No, that's
It was
TJ.
something.
Oh, that's going to do me head in that.
It was something.
No, Higgins was just the huge screaming gay that walked
Yeah,
around in his safari costumes, fantasising about his own
He's
selling.
the hairdo.
Yeah.
And that's all it says on this. That's it.
That's all it needs.
Very.
It's got me hooked, or at least festive edition as well. See people we do.
But it doesn't say why it's festive.
Well, let's
Maybe
try. Let's
it's
find
in
out.
the tasting. 330 ml can, like I said, £1.19, 4.5% volume. So that's a decent.
Yeah, it
strength.
is.
It should be nice enough to give you a little warm glow.
It's like festive drinks party. This I'm into this shit. Yeah, I don't know our streams, by the way. There was a lot of design, wasn't there, going into this week's set.
Let think of Jurassic Park spent for no expense.
I watched that in years, Jurassic Park. They're all like, it's one of those movies. I never know whether I like it or not.
You should do. Remember when we were kids, we went to opening day and we queued up
Yeah.
like fucking 7 hours to get in because you couldn't buy tickets online then.
No, that's another thing.
We got there about 4 hours before the film started, didn't we? And the queue was massive.
But do you ever have movies like that? And I know we're on Drink of the Week here, but where I keep watching, like, I don't watch a lot of Jurassic Park, but every time I think, oh, I'm going to watch that, and I can still come away from it thinking, was that shit? Or was it good? I haven't a clue.
I know what you
Do
mean.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
weird. I don't like the sequels though, you know the new ones?
They're all shit.
Shit, aren't they?
Every Jurassic Park sequel is shite. How do you got away with that Fallen? What was it the Fallen Kingdom, the first one? No, it was Jurassic World, wasn't it? It was just regurgitated. I wish you ran away from that T-Rex in high heels. That just pissed me off. That. Chase Jeff Goldblum through a jungle at the back of a jeep, and she can run away from it in high heels.
I don't know, I've seen some women run away from me in high heels before. And they're pretty quick.
That's
Looks like, is it lager, this, by the way?
I'm not so sure.
Like a lager. That's just a beer.
Crystal wheat beer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this. We'll give it a go.
It smells nice.
Because I don't like Beck's.
No, I love Beck's.
I don't like it.
No.
It's too
No, I like
malty.
Beck's. Yeah, no, there's no fruit in it, there's nothing in this. You can smell it. That's proper.
That smells like
beer.
Wholesome Pills. You've got a problem you can hardly eat beers through fucking nose. Let's give this.
Does that still make Holston Pills?
I hope so. I love it.
That used to be massive, didn't it, Holston Pills?
You just sponsored your favourite football team.
Yeah, it did, yeah. I like that, straight away. Straight away.
That is really refreshing.
Yeah, love that. Love it. Instantly. I know I like that straight away.
That's really good.
It's light, but it's tasty.
Yeah.
It's very tasty. Yeah, I love that. That is lovely. Really, really. I'm surprised because it smelled nice, but it tastes even better. It's got like a. Is it just you that's getting it? Is it, I'm going to sound really pretentious here, and I apologise to everybody out there, and everybody is Christmas suburban. This sounds really pretentious and arty-farty. Are you getting like a toffee caramelly taste afterwards, or is it just me? Just at the back of your taste buds. If you know. No, I am. It's like a rich. No.
I'm not getting toffee and caramel.
Just like a. It lingers like a.
I don't know how to describe it. I'm getting a taste.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way I could describe it.
That's very good.
It's very nice. I could drink gallons of that.
I could as well.
Gallons of it. Pint after pint of that. Lovely.
You could neck a can of that back.
It's typical German stuff. Because you could, easily. You can imagine that. Thirsty as sin. Hot day. Then 30 of them in a cool box. Loads of ice.
Yeah.
Sat somewhere beautiful. You absolutely smash them all day long.
That is lovely.
Yeah, it is lovely.
It's kind of a hybrid between a quality lager and an IPA.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah, it is exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is completely. It is, because when you taste it, it is like it's like a lovely light lager. But then I think that's what that thing is at the end. It's like
Like
it's hard to describe.
a little bit of a bitter note.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe. it's like it goes, oh, lager, light, refreshing, and then at the end it just goes, oof.
Yeah.
It just gives you a little bit of a dig. Not much, not so much that it overpowers everything, but yeah, it just got a bit of a slight kick at the end. It's lovely that though, really really nice, absolute winner.
You can tell by that. I've drunk it.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That is really good.
Yeah, I'll go in the when we do compile the Hall of Fame. I think that's definitely in there.
I want a fucking eye on that. I mean high.
Yeah, I am.
£1.19.
Yeah.
But festive edition, are we going to be able to buy it?
I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little bit of research on who these guys are.
They had another can. I should have read it, to be honest with you. It was the same make. It was next to it, and it was in a bronze can, a silver can. I'm just wondering if it's just the can design.
Could be. Yeah. No, it's lovely though. Really is nice. Yeah. Oh.
That's one of the most refreshing beers I've ever tasted.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree. Absolutely agree. I love the can. It is really, really nice. Really nice. So we've got. I think what we need to do is. I like the design though. I will. Should we do the picture thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the festive edition small batch brewery, the Hop Foundry Underground Ales, smaller batch, Crystal Weizen, and there's the can. So you can see from that there. I love the. Yeah.
It had a little. I should have mentioned this as well. It had a little. Do you know Aldo? You have the big old fashioned price tags, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of being like on the shelf,
Yeah.
in the shelf, it's like a big placard.
Yeah, I get it.
Excuse me. And that said, it was brewed to the German purity laws that they have.
Yeah, you can tell it's well made.
Yeah.
Absolutely well made. But the Germans are fucking hell, they know what to do.
They got it right with the beer, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, scoring. We need to do this because it'll be Christmas Eve before we know it.
Yeah.
Jesus, where do you begin with that? It's not coastline still.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to endanger coastline.
No. It's strong. I'm going to go all the two fat ladies 8.8.
8.8.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. I think it deserves that. It's lovely. Really, really nice. Are you?
I'm going to go by. I can't believe that's £1.19. If I'd have bought that and it were $3.50 a can, I'd still be going, yeah, but
it's lovely.
It's lovely. Yeah, I'll pay it because it's lovely.
Yeah.
£1.19.
Yeah, it's good down there.
£1.19. Flip it slightly. 9.1.
Yeah, mega score. Real sort of surprise as well, but a pleasant surprise. It's nice to finish drink of the week off.
Yeah.
With that. So.
But Aldi as well.
Yeah, they got.
You know what I mean? I've not bought it from.
Yeah, it's not from booths.
Not from, yeah, booths.
Not nothing wrong against booths,
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
'cause you've come through for us past few
Or
weeks.
like, you know, twirlywaxtash.com because they've all gone, man.
Yeah.
It was Aldi. It was sat there at shelves in Aldi. There were fucking hundreds of them, and we were walking past them.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice. Really, really nice.
It's nice to have a surprise at them.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, so that's a winner.
Make up for that fucking stormtrooper debacle.
Yeah, real stinker that was, without a doubt. So I think we're suitably lubricated now, aren't we?
I can't feel my fucking face.
I know we've been we've done 3 weeks in one here, but it is Christmas, and we're not gonna. Well, I think we're not too drunk to start kissing each other just yet. So I think we'll. I'm going to lie down and then we'll reconvene, won't we?
We will.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll draw a line under this week's Christmas edition of Drink of the Week and head headlong. What's next? What have we got next? What is it? American.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them men over there. So we'll go and see what's going on across the Atlantic and see how Father Christmas is doing. All right, so we'll meet you there. It's time for this. Okay, so here we are for this week's edition, festive edition, as always, with all of our features this week. That was a new one, features. Call them
segments and slots.
Slots. Feature, that's quite a good one, actually. Feature. Slots, whatever. This is across the pond, so this is our festive edition of our sort of look across the water at the Americans. Now, they do Christmas as well, because they
Everything's big or go home, isn't
Massive.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and plus we've had some good news. Diplomatic news has just come through as well between our features. Is that Santa Claus has been released. He's alive, and they've brokered a deal. So there's been a prisoner swap, and they've released some American fugitives, and they've negotiated release of around another 20 elves as well, and so everything's back to normal.
But they're building a wall around Lapland.
Yeah, that is the only sour note to it all. Yeah, but they've got to be careful over that one because they do have some serious weaponry. In fact, they are developing a long range nuclear tipped candy cane, which is devastating.
Best thing about Lapland's the dancers. Lap dancers.
Well, let's move on. Not that we've ever.
No, I'm having stag do flashbacks.
Never really went away that, but anyway. Right, okay. Better move on. So so America, as Dean Riley said, they do Christmas and they do it big. And with, I think, because they have a different approach in America, because it's like, because they do Thanksgiving, don't they? And then I've never really understood Thanksgiving. Have you? You really get that shit?
No,
I don't get it either.
I think it was from when they were discovered. I'm not sure, so apologies for getting wrong.
Yeah, it's something to do with the
pilgrims
or whatever.
Something to do with pilgrims, I think.
Yeah. It's where they can legally shoot each other, I think, isn't it? For a couple of days.
Oh, the purge.
Yeah. They solve a lot of problems, though. But not to condone violence. But yeah, they do Christmas a bit weirder over there. One thing I did actually just came to me then. I thought I was quite interested about America with Christmas. Is we consider Christmas like the build-up to Christmas is the Christmas the shops have the bloody Christmas trees up in fucking November, early November, don't they? In America, they do that, but my understanding is, like when you work up till Christmas, like the norm in America is to work up till Christmas Eve. You have Christmas Day off, but most people go back to work on Boxing Day.
They have very little holidays.
Yeah, it's like with us here. I mean, I've drawn the short straw this year, but at work. But normally you try and carve out some time, like before Christmas, Boxing Day, and then if you're lucky, you get a weekend and afterwards. You know what I mean? But over there, it's like it isn't like that over there.
No, they don't. I'm not sure how it works. Lady at our work, her son lives in Carolina, and she was saying they don't get. Do you know we get like statutory? Whatever it is now, 20 days. They don't get that.
No. There's
They don't work. They don't get paid.
No. There's oh God, I can't remember the name, but it was terrible. I'll find this out. There's a Michael Moore documentary. Oh God, what's it called? It's something to do with America invades so and so. It's a satirical title, but what it's about is Michael Moore. I love Michael Moore stuff, really do. He travelled all across countries in the world and picks the best parts and the best practices in those countries to take back to America. It's all tongue-in-cheek, but what it highlights is how inadequate so many elements of America is by comparison. Now, don't get me wrong, Europe's not perfect by any stretch, but one of the things, like you just said then, was paid holiday. And I think they went to Italy. So what they did, point being is that if something was particularly good in one country, they'd travel to Italy and they'd explain to you what their policy is on holidays and stuff like that. And they'd say, right, and he would say, we're going to invade you, take that, take it back to America. Do you know what I mean? So he was making a point, type of thing. And one of them was holidays. And in Italy, it was something like ridiculous amount. You get something like you get a massive bonus at Christmas. You get fully paid holidays. They're all fully paid. You get so many days compassionate. It was ridiculous. No, ridiculous. Now, if you've ever worked in conjunction with Italians in as far as exports, imports, like I have in what I do, and cars and stuff like that, and the motor industry and things like that. Italy's a nightmare because from productivity point of view, like the big factory in Turin, in summer they just shut it. They just shut. They stop, and they go on holiday for 8 weeks, whatever it is, and that is it. There is no skeleton crew. They stop and they go home.
Yeah.
That is it. There's no but then you think to yourself, it can be frustrating. But you think, well, who's got it? Who's right here? You know what I mean?
We could stream from Italy, can't we?
Pardon?
We could stream from Italy here.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could do.
It sounds good to me.
It does. And there's loads of stuff. But I really recommend it, and I will find out the title of that, and I recommend anyone to watch it because it's fascinating. But as you rightly said, the counter presentation in America is that they get fuck all. I think paternity leave, forget it. Paid holidays, they don't. And so around Christmas time, I think it's very much a case of like a couple of days or a day. So for me, it's like it's a bit of an event, isn't it? You want a bit of,
God, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to break your ear. Don't break your ear up. Break your year up. So you have your couple of weeks in summer, and you go away, or you can potter around at home and go and
as long as you're away,
and then you work your balls off, and then in winter you have your Christmas break.
Yes, absolutely. So I think in America, culture-wise, it's just to have a couple of days around Christmas, and that's it. They're back to work. So I'm glad I grew up over here, really, because like you sort of build up to Christmas. Like we don't have Thanksgiving and shit like that over here. So, but like you say, over there they do everything, which is really weird because then they do everything a lot bigger, like with the decorations and even like round here. You know, my neighbours round here, they've got obviously lights up and everything else. But fucking hell, over there they have fucking all sorts of shit, don't they? I mean,
animatronics and
yeah, it's bonkers.
Like fucking Westworld with Christmas lights.
Yeah, it is, and everyone tries to outdo each other a little bit. It is a bit obscene though, and I think we've inherited a lot of those Americanisms, haven't we? Because I think when we were growing up, if somebody had Christmas lights outside, you went, "What the fuck are they doing?" Yeah. Now it's the norm, isn't it? It's weird.
There was an house down. I don't know if they still do it. Going down towards Tesco. If you go over Crossroads and go down the hill, and every year he put up shitloads of lights, like Santa climbing up his ladder and stuff like that. And you got the piss ripped out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For years, and now everybody's doing it.
Absolutely. It's weird. It's like we've inherited a lot of the few of those Americanisms. Now there's a newfangled thing. I quite like the idea of it with these projectors and stuff like that, where they project onto your house.
Oh, that's a sore point.
Right.
We got one from Asda, and we wanted one for years.
It's a good idea.
They were a good idea, and it was shit.
Was it?
But it might got to go outside, power cord for about that long, and it like put a dot on your wall. But it depends what you get, because the fellow around the corner from us has got one in his garden. It looks really good. Yeah,
and you're not pissing about sticking stuff up, aren't you? So I get that. It's a good idea. But no, over there though, they are. Everything's by excess in it. It really, really is. But I would like to go. I mean, there's certain places. I mean, you have these romantic ideas about going to New York at Christmas time and stuff like that. A couple of guys at work are going, and I get that. I do get that a little bit. But maybe they do that about. Maybe they think about going to London for Christmas. You know what I mean? So over there, I don't know. But I would like to do some of the big Christmas things in America, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like you said. Yeah, New York definitely.
Oh yeah. I can't really think of any.
Well, I always fancied Chicago for some reason.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Why.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, somewhere like Chicago and even like San Francisco, somewhere like that as well. I've loved to go to San Francisco. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I think for Christmas though, you would, because you're guaranteed, like in New York, you may not guaranteed snow when you go, but it's going to be fucking cold, and they're going to have the Christmas spectacle is immense, isn't it? So I would like to go to America without doubt.
Yeah, I think I'll wait until the current administration's gone.
Yeah,
if we are going.
Like that. Yeah, you can't help but feel that way a little bit. You really can't. And not forgetting old Donald appeared in Home Alone as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Which, obviously being Christmas, I fucking hate Home Alone. I can't stand it. I know I'm in the minority. I know.
You are.
I know. I can't help it. Because Christmas films, obviously predominantly American films, but Home Alone, man, I can't stand it.
Is Die Hard a Christmas film?
No. Is it?
Yeah.
No, I can't. No. I watched Gremlins the other day.
Going back to your point you made with Jurassic Park,
Uh-huh.
I'm saying with Gremlins. I'll think, oh, Gremlins is on. And then 15, 20 minutes into it, I'm thinking,
Oh no, you see, I've
I'll
not,
watch something else.
No, see, I'm not on the fence with Gremlins. I love it. I love it. I love Gremlins.
I remember when I first watched it, the first 3 or 4 times I watched it, it was brilliant. But like I said, I got all excited that Gremlins is on. You get that wave of nostalgia.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes into it, I'm thinking, fucking hell, I forgot how much this was shit. And turn it over and watch something else.
Well, the other thing, a little bit of trivia, you may know this, I don't know if you do, is that if you watch Gremlins this Christmas, you should do because it's a great Christmas movie. The town in Gremlins is Hill Valley off Back to the Future. Yeah, so the layout's the same. So the clock tower that gets struck by lightning, that's it's the same set, and you really notice when you watch it again, you can see. But I love Gremlins. I love it. Cause I think I love the. It's like B movie, innit? It's a bit horror B movie, and I love that type of horror B movie type of stuff. I really think it's really, really good. And I consider that a Christmas film.
That's definitely.
Yeah. But speaking of Christmas movies as well, my favourite Christmas movie is Scrooged. I love it.
That was on today.
Oh, it's my favourite of all of them. Bill Murray's just fucking brilliant.
Like it when he suggests stapling them antlers.
Yeah. And Bobcat Goldthwait's in it as well, isn't it? And great story retold through. He's a genius, isn't he, Bill Murray?
Oh God, yeah.
Genius. Yeah, without a doubt. But no, I suppose America brings some positives to Christmas.
Yeah, mainly films.
Yeah, not much else.
But
yeah, I don't know if did they with Turkey and stuff like that. I think did we get that from them? Turkey. I don't know where Turkey came from. Do you?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll have to find that out. A bit ill-informed there.
Yeah, I've got a feeling in my head that I can know it, but I can't remember what.
But I do love Turkey. I have to say. I know I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to Christmas, because a lot of people have these new ideas about Christmas dinner. Just don't fuck with it. Just leave it. You know what I mean?
We had a few years ago. We had a three-bird roast thing.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Yeah. But that's alright. You're still sticking with the theme, though, aren't you? You can have a goose, a turkey, some beef. A little bit of ham. But a lot of people do they'll go really at left field, won't they? They'll have curry or something. I suppose if you're catering for loads of people, it's a good idea.
But I think it's just like, you can't be arsed, can you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a lot of work in it.
Yeah, I don't know why it is, because essentially it's just a roast dinner. But for some reason at Christmas it just gets fucking stressy when you're making it.
It does, yeah, it does. I think because normally people cater for a few more people than they're comfortable with. There's a little bit of that as well. Keeping the peace and all that, but
price of turkeys are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
There was some in Aldi today, and they weren't big. Like crowns, like fucking 40 odd quid. It's not that nice.
We'll all get gobbled up.
Jesus. Kelly taking up the map for you, man.
Yeah, it's got one in. Yeah, she's the other way around. Yeah, but I think with the Americans, though, I mean, like we were saying earlier about I think the commercialism of everything, and that sort of marries up with what we were saying earlier about Amazon and everything else. I think it's inevitable, where years ago, because the world was a bigger place, we didn't have the internet, you were oblivious to a lot of the shit that went on over there, even though you knew, quite a lot. But now, I think, do you know what I mean? The lines between us and America are blurred now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So with loads of the shit that they do, we do. And I don't think most of the stuff we do, they do. I don't think it goes the other way too much.
Oh, well, I wouldn't think so.
No.
We could have gone it all the way, give them a bit of class.
Yeah, there was that. Well, I think it's struggle there.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I think they're way beyond that point, without a doubt. But they all think we live in mud huts, but they thatched cottages, don't they?
Yeah, and everyone lives next door to each other.
Yeah, and we all know. Hey, do you know so and so in London? And you're like, there's 7 million people in London. You know, I think they all think that we live outside the walls of the castle where the Queen lives, don't they? Yeah. And we all ride white horses bareback. Yeah, they have a bit of a weird view of what goes on over here. But another story, actually, a bit of an American story as well, is that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are spending Christmas in Canada this year. Yeah, I thought that. It's a bit strange what's going on there as well, because you know what the royal family are like in terms of everything's done quite
in-house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they've sort of broken the mould a little bit, so they won't be there for Christmas, which I think is a bit weird. And I mean, I said this when they got married. I don't think it'll last. I really, really don't think it'll last with them two. And I hope I'm wrong. I don't wish any ill on either of them. But there's obviously friction. There is obviously, because apparently, going a bit gossipy, this celebrity gossip, but when they were filming Suits, Suits. She lived in Canada for quite a number of years and made a lot of friends, coincidentally, exactly where they're staying. So I think she pulls a lot of the strings. I think she might have insisted that get out of the spotlight or whatever you want to call it, and they've gone over there. But yeah, I can't see it lasting, to be honest. Really, really
I'm not surprised she wants to get away from it. Our press are just fucking...
I know, but I don't like her, mate.
What?
I don't know. I don't like her. I think, honestly. And a lot of people disagree with me. I think she's I don't know. I think she's very... I don't know what our word is. Sincere, or maybe it comes with being an actress, but she seems very fake to me. And apparently, I mean, there's lots of stuff that sort of comes out, isn't there, with rumours about she's a right bitch, you know, in-house. You know, the staff don't like her and people that in the royal circles and stuff. So, but time will tell, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, time will tell. Yeah, they can cry into the millions, can't they?
Yeah, just stuff that. Oh, they don't. Well, we'll send her to a Paris, all-inclusive in Paris.
Yeah, but she's, I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. But she's landed on her feet. She's all right.
Just a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But no. So I think we'll probably leave. Unless there's anything else I can think of. No. Slag them off enough. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So all this talk of Christmas and food, is it that time of the day?
It's that time of day.
That time of the week. So I think we'll stick our napkins down the front of our very festive Christmas jumpers and head headlong into snack of the week. So here we go.
Snack of the week. Much like drink of the week, we'll have a go at something. Let's tidy this up a little bit, and then we'll give it a score. I've tried to do a festive snack, but everything was sausage rolls. We've done sausage rolls today.
Yeah, we have a lot of pastry and enveloped meat.
Or it was mince pies. I like mince pies, but I thought...
I never used to.
Oh, I love them.
No, I didn't.
Excuse me. I thought, I want to do something a bit different. So I've gone loosely festive theme. Loosely, very loosely. And you remember a few episodes ago, and you said, "Oh, I love jerky, mate."
Oh.
So you can have beef for your Christmas dinner. See, this is how loose this is. I'm explaining.
Yes, it's
you can have beef for your Christmas dinner, right? Or if you're a pescatarian, you can have salmon. So, double feature for snack of the week. Head to head. Heavyweight bout. We've got King's ribeye flavour, extra tender soft biltong jerky, or something very, very different. we've got Speyside Smokehouse salmon jerky.
Oh my god! Wow.
And this section I've aptly named the Great British Jerk Off.
yeah. That'll get us some views. I'll put that in the keywords. The subscription figures will go through the roof.
So we'll have a go at this one first, probably made in York, using 100% British and Irish beef. Biltong. 220 grams of raw meat per 100 grams of finished product.
Oh.
Marinated strips of air-dried British and Irish beef. So that was... When did I get this from? Asda. That was in Asda, that was £1.
Quite good for your jerky, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of protein, low fat in it. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, the waft.
Isn't it? It's that silica bag out for I eat it, some pissed.
Oh my lord.
Get a few
Look at this, strips. I was thinking jerky, it looks like, you know when you come home from the pub pist and you pull out the packet of meat in the back of the fridge, it's been there too and you look at it and you go,
yeah, shall I? No.
Oh fuck it. You just roll it up in some bread and then you think, fuck it, I'll eat it. You know, that's exactly what it's like. So this is the beef version.
This is a beef version, this was £1.
Oh, happy days.
That's rather nice.
There's just nothing not to like. Pepper. Spicy. It just rehydrates in your mouth. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, divine. Nice.
Less than 60 calories per pack.
Is it really? I can give it 40 packs of it.
Less than 1.3 grams of sugar, it says.
Wow.
So that was onward, yeah. Once open, consumed within 24 hours. That won't be a problem.
Yeah, lovely that.
That's very nice.
Yeah, you got me fucking hell. Beautiful.
Oh, it's nice and peppery.
Yeah, very. Very. This is a new one on me, this.
Yes.
This is salmon jerky.
I've never seen it before.
No, interesting.
Well,
Well, it makes sense though. If you're gonna, you know, with salmon's being smoked and everything else, on the face of it, it's gonna work.
brought a fork. Well, you get bamboo tongs with it,
Alright,
so
okay.
you don't have to touch it
Alright.
because it's fishy. We don't want to get in trouble with our missus when we're getting. Speyside Smokehouse, high in protein and omega-3. Delicious Scottish salmon jerky marinated in sweet chili peppers, then slowly cooked and smoked over beechwood on the banks of the River Spey in Scotland.
Oh my god.
Next one. Also Asda. That was £2.20 there.
Fucking hell.
Do you want,
So it's gotta be,
do you want fork or bamboo tongs?
I'm gonna go full rustic and go bamboo tongue. This is like science shit. This.
Half me thinking, if they didn't put the fucking bamboo tongs in,
Yeah.
it'd be £1.
They are fucking proper stuff as well.
Oh, Jesus, wept. Oh, that smells. Oh, it smells like fucking. You know,
Oh fuck me.
that doesn't smell very good, that.
Oh no, it's strangely addictive.
You know that flaky fish used to give you goldfish? That flaky
Yeah,
stuff?
it does smell
You
like
used
fish
to
food.
crumble it in fish
It
tanks.
does smell like that, you're right.
Go on, bamboo, man.
Look at this.
Kung Fu Panda.
Shit. Right, we'll eat it.
I'll wait till you try it first.
Oh, it's lovely.
That is weird.
Yeah. It's lovely that. It suddenly flakes up when you eat it.
I'm pleasantly surprised at that because I'll be honest with you, I was ready to panic Because when I felt it, if you feel the packet, the packet's slippery.
No, it was slimy.
I thought it was just bits of salmon. You know what I mean?
Absolutely works that. Full stop. I could eat packet. I could fucking hell. I could eat loads of that.
I mean, salmon's obviously a more expensive product. That's why it's more expensive, obviously. But
yeah, it's very weird. But it's hard to. It's going to be difficult to compare it because it's unlike anything else.
I mean, they're both jerkies, but
yeah, but it's. I love that. Absolutely.
Now we'll score them separately, based on our usual criteria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something left in there, if you want a little bit.
So this is obviously the beef, built on beef. The both really nice. Can't argue with it. Spicy. Okay. So the beef, favourite, classic, nice and spicy. Good value really, quid. Relatively healthy snack. Yeah, what more do you need when you're having a drink? It's proper stuff. Proper stuff. Oh, it smells fantastic as well. So I think I'm going to score the beef. Purely being on a very familiar to me anyway in terms of jerky. I'm going to score that. I'm going to give that a solid. I'm going to go bang on 8 again. Solid 8. Yeah, without a doubt. Do you want to score that one? Do you want to score that one first?
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. I'm going the same as you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go solid 8 as well. Yeah.
No, yeah. So you can't. It's everything right. This one, new territory for me. Absolutely new, and everywhere, really new.
So per 20 per what 100 per 100 grams. So I'm trying to do maths here, and it's not fucking working.
You got a lot through.
I have. Right, so per 100 grams there's 232 calories in that.
Yeah.
That's per 100 grams there's 25 calories in it. 25 grams in it. Sorry. That was 395.
So this one. So in terms of, so it's 116. So that's 58 calories per 25 grams in that.
So it's 395 divided, and there's 30 grams in this.
Right.
Um,
So a third of it is 100 and what is it?
395.
132 calories for a third. So it's about So it's about 130 calories. It's about double the calorie intake.
Yeah.
Still not bad though.
Still not bad, and I think that's the marinade, isn't it?
Yeah. That's well nice though.
Oh yeah, there we
Really
go.
nice.
Salmon, demerara, sugar, soy sauce.
Yeah, you can taste that. Yeah, definitely. Certainly, I've ever tried anything I've ever tried before.
No, it's been an experience.
Yeah, without
Right, score it individually. For that, would you score that?
What, that?
No, the salmon.
Oh, it's hard though, because you can't compare it.
No, I mean, don't compare it.
No, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying I don't know where to start with it.
Yeah.
Because I like it, but
When
it's expensive though.
it is. And as soon as I tasted it, I thought no, and then it went, oh, actually.
Yeah, that's right. It is a bit of a shock at first.
So it reminds me, if you ever had Brent shrimps.
Right, I've never had that. Oh,
You ever had them?
I don't think so.
Good to boots. They're hard to find now. Good to boots, and they're in a little tiny pot and they're fucking expensive. I mean, they're like £5 for a
Well,
pot.
are they like potted shrimps? They got like potted in butter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a hot toast, you know.
Oh, God, mate, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but like I said, they're stupidly expensive,
Yeah.
mate.
No, but that is lovely, really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know. It's difficult. I'm probably gonna go slightly lower. I have to say the good old classic beef. But I think I'm gonna go just gonna dock it just for I don't know why. Just because maybe it is a bit pungent at first, isn't it?
Mm.
Probably go 7.5 on that. Dock it half a point.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what it is.
It's very interesting. I've never had it before.
No.
It's one of them products where
Very
you,
addictive.
much like compared to the Black Widow we drank last week.
Oh god, I don't know about that.
It's one of them.
Fuck.
I'd buy a packet, say, hey, try that salmon jerky, and then I'd never buy another packet in my life.
Yeah.
7.2.
But similar. I think we hold them in similar regard.
I mean,
don't we?
I can appreciate salmon is more expensive than the beef. But if you're that into salmon, just buy the salmon trimmings in the packet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of smoked salmon though.
Smoked salmon.
No, I do. I like it. Like if I have it on smoked salmon and cream cheese, I like it. But the wife, she'll have it. She can just eat it.
Oh yeah.
I can't. I have to have it like salmon, like a bagel, salmon and cream cheese all day.
I can always pick it out of the packet.
No, can't do it. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird. Can't do it. But yeah, interesting that. Interesting
yeah.
snack of the week, without a doubt. And festive in many ways because probably one of the times of year where you do splash out and go for the old
The weird
the old
stuff.
salmon, don't you? And beef's always the winner.
So, in our jerk off, if somebody said to you, right, one of them two, you've got to eat one of them forever.
I would say that. The beef.
Me too.
Yeah, safe to say.
Me too.
But that's not to say the salmon wasn't well done.
Oh yeah.
Just a bit, almost too different.
Almost too experimental.
Yeah, well that's good. In a way.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good to have a go.
Yeah, good to have a go. Absolutely. So I think we've sort of broken the seal of this week's or the Christmas feast that is about to bestow us, isn't it? Right today. I think we've done all right.
I want to finish that. Yeah, I prefer the beef.
Yeah. Lovely jerky. Nice. So I thought we'll wrap it up, won't we?
Wrap that one up.
Oh yes. So we'll wrap that up and then we're heading where we're going next. I can't remember.
It's been a weird one this week, isn't it?
Yeah. No script, by the way, people. That's just a reminder. This is completely off piste, and we're half piste as well. So
History.
oh yeah, that whole thing. So we'll head down memory lane, I think, next to Christmas. Speaking of Scrooge, we'll visit some ghosts of Christmas past, won't we? So let's ring those bells. So here we go. So this week's festive history of the week takes us back in time. So I thought what we'd do, and again, as I said, I thought this 5 seconds ago. Yeah, because this is completely, as we've said all the way through tonight's episode, it's alcohol-fueled festive improvisation all the way, isn't it?
Why?
Yeah, absolutely. So it brings us full circle to history. So I thought what we'd do is maybe look back on, for me anyway, Christmas as in what it meant to me like in the past, and I think how things have changed as well, because we have got more, off the back of snack of the week, we've got more sophisticated, haven't we? When you think back, and whether it's the food or the presents or the decorations, or we have got more sophisticated and more broadened our horizons a lot. But for me, I miss some of the old stuff because it's nostalgia, but Christmas is meant to be a bit tacky, isn't it?
Oh, God,
it's got to be a bit shit, and the decorations have got to be a bit flammable, haven't they? You know what I mean? and you know, kids have got to swallow the wrong plastic toy, you know, all that stuff a little bit. No, I don't mean that. You know what I'm getting at. And I think we've lost a lot of that. The kitsch element of it's gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The cheese factor. There's not much cheese factor anymore. It's like, oh, gotta be trendy and stuff like that. Well, sometimes it's nice to just be things a bit shit. And I think about first for me anyway. We'll share our thoughts on this. Those fucking Christmas decorations. Remember, like the crinkly, plasticky shit that used to hang from your ceilings.
I was just saying, the ones
that you
used to get them in a flat like pipe,
yeah.
and then you used to pull them. And you used to
and stuff. They probably banned that shit. It's probably like that was probably claimed the lives of many innocent people over the since the 70s. Oh my god, yeah, who does that anymore? Spray snow on the windows. So yeah, the decorations and I suppose everything, the shit trees, because the Christmas trees now they're that good. I don't know about we don't have a real tree. We have real trees, and I love the smell. I love the thing about it. I love it. But the problem is now, I should say fake trees. The synthetic trees are that good now, aren't they?
Yeah,
they look like proper. They look like proper trees.
And you can buy that stuff that you spray on it, so it smells like one.
Yeah, fucking Christmas tree deodorant. Oh no, odorant. Odorant. Yeah. So I think so there's no need. But the Christmas trees in the 80s and the 70s, they were absolute wank.
Yeah, they were shit.
It was
big fucking gaps between branches like that.
Yeah, they were awful.
Like an anorexic tree and all that.
Yeah, they were really shit, and they were made of like plastic. Greta would turn. Well, she's not dead, but no, I shouldn't say that. No, I mean that's a season of goodwill. I don't mean that at all. But she would be spinning. Her little head would be spinning round if she lived through the 70s. Fucking hell! Because even the Christmas trees were like there's just the shittest plastic, weren't it? The baubles were the shittest plastic and fakery that you could ever. But that's great though, because it all made for memories, didn't it? And you remember that shit back then. So yeah, I think for me, it's just looking back and thinking, yeah, stuff was shitter, but in some ways, in a lot of ways, it was better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's. How do you feel about it? In terms of that side of it?
Everything's changed from, obviously, as we've got more technical to the advanced.
Yeah.
Like Christmas morning in our house this year is going to be over in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the kids don't want this, and this and that and that. They want X technological thing, or they want that technological thing. It's fine, but you're not getting anything else. You know what I mean?
No, it's true. Yeah, you're right. There's less objects in the present wise. And even when you grew up a little bit, like in the 80s and stuff, when we were growing up, you had sort of presents laid out for you as well, but you had a lot more things to open, and there was always that mystery of what you had been bought and this, that, and the other, and it was. Where now, you're right, what you're saying. It's more. I don't know if it's less exciting or not, because we're not kids, are we? So I don't know whether it's us rather than.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There is that to it. Yeah.
There is a bit of that, but I certainly wouldn't change the era I grew up in.
Oh God, no, I wouldn't either.
No chance. No way. Especially when it comes to Christmas, because, like I said, because things were so fake and plasticky and everything, it made that time of the year more special, because it was like no other time of the year.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you wouldn't put anything else that shit up in your house.
No, you wouldn't. Or more deadly. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It just reminded me before you said, remember people used to spray the Christmas trees with snow?
Oh God, yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh, all those CFCs and shit like that.
We used to get loads. Loads of spray on snow now when we were kids. And depending on which one you get, some of it was absolute shit. It like fucking porridge out of a can.
Oh, it was horrible.
And you used to spray it out window on your stencil. And you could, it was the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you could watch it like like fucking Emil off Robocop when he drives his van into that vat of acid. And he comes out the back like that.
Yeah. I've come out of pubs like that a few times. Yeah, I love that movie. Fucking Robocop first.
Yeah. Nice. Remake with absolute wine.
Yeah, it was, yeah, it was shit. But no, and but yeah, Christmas is then. It was the shit element that made it so good. And even the food, because we are more sophisticated now. So Christmas dinner, like, yeah, all right, things like what's she called? Fucking hell, what's she called? My memory's shocking. Christmas cooks on TV, the chefs, celebrity chef, Delia.
Oh, God,
Yeah, Delia. So people were told like how to cook a turkey. Cooking turkey is fucking hard, isn't it? Really?
It can be, yeah.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. But we're far more informed now. I mean, people used to, before there was cookery. Well, there's always been cooking shows. Before people were interested in cooking more because everybody's interested in cooking. Men are interested in cooking, and it was a bit more primitive, weren't it? Let's face it. You know, mums did most of it. You can get it wrong pretty badly. But now we're far more sophisticated as far as cooking is concerned. So, but again, going back to what I was saying about the shit element of it, that also applied to the Christmas dinner table, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, plastic tablecloth.
Yeah, but that made it great. Plastic and shit hats and crackers that would virtually blind you when you pulled them.
Or they didn't go off at all.
They didn't go off at all, yeah. And then you tried to pull the cap afterwards, and it would like nearly set the house on fire. But stuff like that, and the toys you could swallow out of the Christmas crackers and shit like that. It was just brilliant. It was really, really good.
Do you remember them toys? And they were a ball, and they had like a really fuck ugly face on them.
No,
they were called breath blasters.
Oh, no, no.
You could get them. They had loads of them, and they had like a monster's face on them, and you could squeeze them, and they had a perfume inside them, but it was like rank. Like it smelled like rotten eggs and puke. Breath blasters. And they banned them because they were out for about 6 months, and all the kids were going, "Oh, smell that!" Yeah. And the stuff that was in it was like fucking highly toxic.
Yeah, but they were the good days. They were the good days. But they were the things like, I think, and I know I don't want to sound like an old fart here, and I probably am doing, so apologies out there. But you don't see the kids out on the new bikes, do you?
No.
You don't see the kids out with the, because if it were fucking snowing or pissing it down, you got your new bike and you went out, didn't you? And you go up and down the road in it, or you'd get your remote control car or go outside with it, or you would, you name it, whatever it was, roller skates, little girls with their new dolls and prams, or whatever it was. That I don't see that anymore.
No, you don't.
Do you?
No. No, you don't.
And what a shame that is. It is a massive shame. And things that it does change. It has changed a hell of a lot. Christmas, especially since the 80s. I suppose the 70s as well, but since the 80s. And yeah, it's a shame even when it's the food, even the TV. How good was Christmas TV in the 80s? Fucking ace, wasn't it? It was brilliant.
And it was also a surprise.
Yeah.
Unless you got Radio Times, which a lot of people did at Christmas.
Yeah.
That was the only time of year you bought it, so you could. If any younger viewers watching, we had 4 channels, 3 if you're older.
Yeah.
And you couldn't record anything.
Could you fault?
You didn't know what were coming on unless you actually looked it up in a timetable on a magazine.
You got a little bit of a description. It didn't tell you what was going to happen, did it? Or anything like that. Nothing. But Christmas, I mean, you're thinking back all the old shows, and I know we're being very UK specific here, so forgive me if there's anyone out there that isn't watching from the UK. But you'd have like Morecambe and Wise. What else would you have? Two Ronnies. Yeah, I mean fucking quality TV. It was just different. It was just different back then, wasn't it? It really was. But yeah, I wouldn't change it. No, wouldn't change it for the world.
There's too much choice now.
Too much choice.
Far too much. Even today we were doing Christmas food shopping. I know we left it a bit late. I was buying stuffing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like fucking 25 kinds of stuff.
I knew you were going to say that.
Just fucking like.
Give us a fucking Paxo.
Yeah. What's the Paxo?
Yeah.
There was like fucking
sage and onion.
Yeah. There was like apple, cranberry, and honey, and fucking chestnut, whatever and whatever.
Yeah.
I just want the fucking stuff.
Which is nice, but for me, and I think also the good thing about Christmas, whether it's family, and I hope you all spend good quality time with family. a big part of Christmas is nostalgia, and it's nice to impress people. You know, if you and I'm very grateful because I don't have to cook Christmas dinner for everybody, but it's nice to have that. What you just said, the chestnuts, the cranberry stuffing, and the whatever it is. But do you know what? Sometimes you just have the Paxo, like the sage and onion Paxo. It evokes great memories.
It tastes like Christmas.
It tastes like Christmas, absolutely. And the chestnuts, just Christmas pudding, and even things like Christmas puddings, and all the supermarkets and the suppliers and the food people and whatever, M&S, who do great stuff by the way, but they do takes on classics and new takes on classics. Sometimes it's nice just to have a fucking Christmas pudding. Do you know what I mean? With nothing in it other than shitload of booze, fruity as anything, on fire, and have it with cream or custard. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice in it just to have a bit of that.
So I say all the newer flavours, fair enough, it's alright to try them, but like we say, it's just not.
You can't beat the classics.
No, you can't.
You can't beat them.
No, what was I going to say? Oh, fucking. I wonder if the Warnix factory is actually open year round. And do they just open up like end of November?
I reckon they spend 10.5 months on the beach.
Don't they?
Yeah, they must do.
It just appears.
Yeah.
Like the TARDIS in Doctor Who. Like
just materialises.
There's Warnix on the shelf. Where the fuck did that come from? Did you order any? No.
But you're right though, because you never sit there in April and go of an evening and go, oh, fuck me.
It's nice and that's I can do with a fucking
Let's have a fucking Warnix. Yeah, see the snowballs going, come on. But something in Christmas evokes certain things, and that is definitely one of them. But alcohol's a great point actually, because alcohol again takes you on a whole different nostalgia. Because I was reading a thing about drinks, Christmas drinks, and again about nostalgia and Christmas drinks, and they were saying about drinks that people never drink all year round, but have to have at Christmas, and that was one of them. And Snowball was one, and they compiled a list of drinks, and I'm trying to get this right here. Snowball was one. I think Bailey's was quite high up. People do associate Bailey's with Christmas.
Oh yeah.
What's the other thing? Obviously mulled wine. That was the one. And I like mulled wine. I do like mulled wine. I like it sort of. I like red wine anyway, as you can tell. But I'm not a massive. I couldn't drink loads of it, but I like one.
Do you know if it goes off?
Does it go off?
Yeah. I'm only asking because.
You have a shelf life. You the bottle of it. You bought the bottle.
The bottle's been in our cupboard for about
What?
8 years.
No, I drink it.
I've not opened it.
No, I drink it. You do have to be careful.
I'll give it a go. If I come in next episode with a Labrador and a white stick.
Well, you can make it though. It's so easy to make.
Oh yeah.
You just
cinnamon sticks. And
cinnamon, yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg, star anise, orange peel. I think a bit of sugar. You don't have to go all out with red wine in terms of cost, but a good £5 bottle of red wine, and just drink it to taste. Oh my god! And just in a glass, hot, lovely, really nice, really nice. But yeah, drinking though, I mean, you do end up drinking. It's like one of those things where it's like a green light, isn't it? 9:30 in the morning, Christmas Day. Ooh. Yeah, pop the. Have a mimosa or a Bucks Fizz, and then you're into it then. And then suddenly, I don't know about you, but suddenly once my whistle's wet, like a fucking rat up a drain pipe.
It goes back to I think what I said earlier about, we were talking about the Americans not getting like paid holidays. I said we do a couple of weeks in summer and then we have our Christmas break.
Yeah.
Same with a couple of weeks in summer. You know what I mean? I'm not at work. If you don't go away, you have what they call a staycation now. And you're at home, and you get up, and you think, I'm not doing anything today. I'll sit in garden, it's a nice day.
Yeah.
9:30 in the morning, bottle of Stella. You won't do it any other time.
No.
You won't do it. No. I wouldn't do it a weekend even.
No, but I think the thing is to say, as long as you're not got a problem, it's okay. No matter what you do, if you feel the inclination and you keep it sensible, should I say, and you're not doing any driving, you know where to go, you got a good movie to watch, or just crack on. I'm not one of these. Oh, it's a bit early for me. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Who says?
Yeah.
Was it written?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I like boozy hot chocolate as well. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. That's dangerous though, I have to say. That's fucking very dangerous. Boozy hot chocolate is exceptionally dangerous. I had it with brandy.
Mine with Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I get that.
Mint chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Daniels in it. It was good.
Yeah. I love a bit of brandy. I think that's another guilty pleasure of mine at Christmas time. Brandy, I love port as well. Cheese board comes out, port comes out, and then it gets messy after that.
I don't mind port. I think I like it, but brandy.
Oh no, brandy.
Not for me, that
I
way.
love it. Absolutely love it. But no, port. I mean, the cheese board's a classic example of Christmas food, and often maligned. It's considered quite a 70s thing, isn't it? I think the cheese board.
Oh yeah.
You know, you get our desserts and everything. Like I was saying earlier, I like a sweet dessert every now and again, but fuck me, when the cheese board comes out, it's like I'm first in line because cheese. Oh my god, where do I begin? Cheese is. But again, all those cheese things with the cheese board, it hasn't really changed, does it, over the years?
No, you get the same old stuff. They've just added more stuff in it, haven't they? Like your Stiltons and that, they started to put bits in it, you know, like fruits and chilies.
Yeah, but you still got you can't be the classics. You can't be a good quality cheddar, a nice blue cheese as well. Yeah, absolutely. Blue digestives. Oh,
yeah.
That's oh my god,
That
sweet and salty.
sweetness.
Oh, yeah. All day, every day. Blue cheese. And even your nice, I mean, you don't like goat's cheese, do you?
No.
Yeah, I do. Lovely slab of goat's cheese.
Oh.
Fig, with a nice fig. Stick your figs in the. This is not a euphemism. Stick your figs in the oven. 100 degrees for as long as you can, until they just they almost dry out. You know, instead of dehydrate. And I like chewy sweets. Have them with a slice of goat's cheese. You'll thank me for it. And even a drizzle of honey over the top of it.
And I've
absolutely
goat's cheese.
Oof. And walnuts with cheese. My lord, love it. Grapes, apple, all good, isn't it?
That's what grapes are.
Oh my lord. Yeah, absolutely.
I like the. I do like the blue cheese in that, but if you put a wheel of brie in front of me,
oh yeah,
it'll go.
Yeah, it doesn't stay a wheel very long.
No, it'll just no. I'll just decimate it.
Yeah, it's evil brie. It's so good, it's bad. Brie and cranberry sauce. Oh god.
I made I fancied a cheese toasty a few weeks back. I'd only got brie in. I thought, will this toasty?
Oh, will it?
Why will it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like fucking napalm when I bit into it.
yeah. And baked camembert as well. Fucking hell. Baked camembert. The good thing about baked camembert, you put it in the oven for half an hour, 40 minutes, put it on the table, and you can just have breadsticks, bread just torn up. Again, you can drizzle honey over it. You can have it with walnuts. You can have it with cranberry sauce. It's so bad for you though.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely evil. It's probably the most evil thing you can eat in a baked camembert. It's just horrific. But my God, for Christmas Day though, fucking hell, rules go out the window. No calories on Christmas Day. We all pay for it.
Tell what I like as well. Have you ever had and this is going back to the 70s when they're all the rage. Fondue.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I've never had one. I've never had one until, maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And mother-in-law invited us around, so we're having a fondue. What?
Yeah.
I'd heard of them, you know what I mean?
It is very 70s.
And as soon as I heard that, I thought, 70s.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, I'll go on then.
No.
And she put a splash of wine in cheese sauce. Load of veggies and little chunks of bread.
Oh,
yeah, no, it was really good.
Absolutely.
And
Very
good,
fun.
and a good thing, and a good portion of the enjoyment of it is the theatre of it.
It is the theatre, and they almost like it's finger food, isn't it? It's a communal thing of it, and it is very, very nostalgic. But yeah, fondue's lovely, really nice, really, really good.
this isn't Christmassy, but I do have a confession to make. I'm just going to tell you about it. Last week we were going home. Yeah.
After here?
After here.
All right.
I got outside. As soon as fresh air hit me, I said to Mrs. I'm starving.
Why does fresh air do that?
I don't know. I said, I'm fucking starving. And I was, I was half cut because we've been drinking. And it was like, what, 10 to 1 in the morning, something like that?
Yeah, it was like.
And I said, where's home? So I'm on my phone like this. Where's home? I don't want a kebab, I don't want a pizza. KFC had shut. Oh, bastard. I said, you know what? I fancy McDonald's.
Ooh.
And that's how much I've been drinking. So we went to McDonald's. It was fucking rammed.
Yeah.
10 to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
We had to wait for it. I got a bacon double cheeseburger, right? It was one of the worst things that I ever eaten in my life. It was awful.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Oh.
The bun was all dried and like falling to
stop
bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bread dries and it.
Yeah.
And it was the bacon. It was like they got the
Yeah.
cheapest shitted bacon they got and sprayed it with like some kind of smoke
Yeah.
flavour.
McDonald's is wrong, I'm telling
It
you.
was fucking awful.
I'm telling you, it's wrong. It's so popular though. It's so popular. There are fucking security guards in there now.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah, they're the one in there. Yeah.
It's just, it's wrong. It's so wrong. Yeah. I suppose like any franchise though, that it was. It depends on where you go and stuff like that, but McDonald's are the big boys. It's the last port of call for me. But Mrs. loves it. She go the first. She queue up.
So we only went there because it was the only thing that's
Mate,
open.
she
It
queue
was
up.
the only thing that opened. I didn't want.
You see when I
fancy pizza.
don't know if you pass it as well. When I come home on a Friday night, I go down the bypass. They're queuing on the bypass.
Oh yeah,
Queuing
pocket roundabout off.
to get on.
Yeah.
And I'm sat there thinking, go around the corner to wherever, you name it, one of the pizza takeaways, they do burgers twice as good. For half, well not half the price, very similar price. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. But then again, I'm in the minority. I must be, because they're a multi-billion dollar corporation, and I'm not, so.
Yeah, it's not even fast. It took us ages.
Yeah,
It took us half an hour to get served.
just didn't feel right. We went, where did we go? Oh no, we went when we came back from the party, didn't we? From Ernie's party.
Did we?
From Vicky's party. No, Ernie's party.
No, we stayed
Vicky's
over.
party. Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, we stayed.
Oh no, Vicky was with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vicky and Ernie with us.
Vicky and
Sorry,
Ernie,
yeah.
no, we stayed
Sorry, yeah.
we stayed
No, we went
at
to
the hotel.
McDonald's. Yeah, sorry, I forgot you guys stayed, didn't you? And we went to McDonald's. That's why I knew the security guards. We went to the drive-through, and it took ages. But some of the, respectfully, some of the people that were in there, fucking hell. You know, we were talking before about food bags.
Oh yeah.
It was like that. It was horrendous, horrendous. But certainly wouldn't feel safe in there. Like it felt, you could feel the tension. Like someone was going to kick off. Because there's so many people in there who were absolutely pissed. And you think to yourself, just at one flashpoint where somebody goes, "You've not given me my fucking," or "You've pushed me," or
Yeah.
and it was all going to go to hell. So yeah, it didn't feel great. So, but food was acceptable, but by no means. And it was like, "Oh, we'll go to, we're gonna get him on actually. We'll have to get him on, won't we?"
Yeah, well that will be a funny episode.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on. So, but no, you can't beat a bit of nostalgia. And even if you're not from our era, it's nice to do traditional things, isn't it, at Christmas? So even though modern's great, contemporary food's fantastic, and we all love something new. But I think Christmas, you should look back more than looking forward.
But I like a lot about Christmas, but and I mentioned before that the kids these days, they all want the iPads and shit like that.
Yeah.
Not so much now, because mine both all our kids are getting a bit old.
Don't you dare say they're grown up, not an old yet.
Yeah. Yeah. But, they're maturing and they're not up at
They're not getting any younger.
Yeah, they're not up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mine's coming in at 4 in the morning.
But even up to a couple of years ago, we were still sneaking around, filling the stockings up.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah. And you can hear them.
Yeah.
And it always gives me when they realise that the stocking's full.
Yeah.
They get the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that always flashbacks.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Absolutely.
And I wake up and I think, when I still believed in Father Christmas and you put your hand at the bottom of the bed like that, and you feel your stocking will fall in your eyes, just start going like that.
And you knew.
Yeah.
He'd been. Yeah.
And it was.
You can't.
You didn't get it then, but now you get it as a parent. And you think that it was like fucking. That was like 2:30 in the morning, and you go bursting in your mum and dad's bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, she might still be downstairs. You look at him, you look like.
Bless him. I mean, it was, wasn't it? It was like that. It was. But great times, though.
Yeah.
Great times. Wouldn't change it. But I often think, just very quickly before we wrap history up, what's it going to be like in 20, 30 years' time?
Oh, God.
I hope we still cling on to a lot of the traditions we've talked about here, but I do worry, though, because we'll still be knocking about, but would I look at it and with fondness what's going on? Do you know what? I hope to God I do, but I don't think I will.
I don't think in 20, 30 years' time we'll be at Christmas, because some fucking group will find it offensive, and you're not allowed to call it Christmas anymore. It'll have to be called, I don't know, Vacation Day or something like that.
Yeah, well, not in my house it won't. No. I agree with you though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I hope those things don't get in the way. But we can often say about Christmas, because we've not, either this is a Christmas themed episode, we've not tried not to lean on anything religious as far as that goes, because for me, even if Christmas is boiled down to the bare bones of just a day where everybody just goes, do you know, we're just going to be nice to each other.
Yeah.
We'll give each other something nice, a gift. We'll spend some time together. It's worth it just for that.
Yeah.
Don't matter whether you believe in Jesus, baby Jesus in the manger, and the three wise men, and the star, and all that stuff. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? No. It's just as long as you get together and spend some time with the people who you want to spend time with, no matter what religion, colour, or persuasion you are. I'd say it's enough. That's enough. Isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's quite a heartwarming.
Let's change.
Yeah. To end on, so I think we'll. Unless you got anything to add.
No, mate. No. We'll wrap that up.
Yeah, we'll wrap. Yeah, so we'll wrap it up, and then I think we'll head along into the final. Is it the last episode of the year, or will we do? No, it's not. Is it?
More.
Yeah, one more. So I think we'll end in a Christmas rant, which is quite poignant, really, because we think we're suitably lubricated to let it roll. So we'll keep it light. So I think we'll head along into the rant of the week. Here we go.
Right, it's time for our rant of the week.
Yes.
Where we proper go into old man mode and have a good moan about something. So, with this being our festive edition, that's what we want to do, festive. So I've got a couple of rants just to mention this week. First one, the doomsday preppers that have to buy everything off fucking shelf because shops shut for 12 hours.
Oh, those fuckers, yeah. I know you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were a woman in Aldi today.
We're in the back in Aldi.
Yeah, we're in Aldi today, and there was a woman, and she fucking emptied shelves of, I can't remember what it was. Can't remember what it was now. It was something innocuous like crumpets or something like that. Yeah, it was crumpets. But eight packs of crumpets. And she's weird. Like, oh, we better stock up on these, you know, because it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Co-op's not on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Some poor sods have to work in Spa on Christmas Day.
I'm sure there's a couple of spas are open on Christmas Day.
Oh, the one the road couples on Christmas Day. It always has been. I know. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird, but you're right though. When you're saying ransacking shelves, and I was in getting stocks of tonight's drinks, and I need some mixes, so I went to there's no lemonade in Asda. None. No lemonade left. And if you think about there must be, you know how big those fucking walls are.
Oh God, yeah.
You're talking 100 bottles facing you by what, 4, 5?
Easy.
It's probably 500 bottles. None. No, gone. And I was choosing wine. I know booze is a bit different, but I was choosing wine, and I fancied a bottle of 19 Crimes, which is a little bit more than I'd spend for a weekly episode, but only by a couple of quid. None. Gone. Fucking 3 racks of it. Gone. And all the certain brands of wine were all sold out. So I get people stock up, but you do feel like you think, fucking hell. But you're right though, Christmas Day panickers. Horrendous.
There's only 2 things I can understand it from. The older generation were, I mean, older than us, where everything,
That's pretty true.
where everything did shut for a week.
Yeah, it did.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. There were no weekend opening hours, and everybody used to have a proper Christmas holiday.
Yeah, we never starved though, did we?
No, definitely not. No, probably because our parents ransacked all the shelves.
Yeah, but I don't think they did.
No,
Mate.
they probably
I really
didn't.
did. I really don't. I think we overcompensate these days. I do think we overcompensate because I think the difference now, and again, I don't want to get too like, oh, we're back in the day again, but now is that people will do things to excess more as a. It's almost like a gesture of like a, what's the right word? Not love, but people think that I'll overdo it so that it shows that, do you know what I mean, like a showy thing rather than a necessity. Oh, I've got loads of them, got loads of these, got loads of that, got loads of this. But back in the day, because you didn't have as much choice, did you?
No, God, no, definitely not.
But we never starved. You always had leftover turkey. But you had turkey sandwiches. You didn't on Christmas. You didn't do fucking eggs Benedict on Boxing Day morning, and then you had a brunch, and then you had a buffet. You fucking had turkey sandwiches for fucking years.
We had Boxing Day. We had turkey sandwiches for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I fucking love turkey sandwiches though.
Oh, I do, because it was Christmas. My dad used to make them, right?
Yeah.
With proper butter, not margarine.
Yeah.
And he used to sprinkle salt on turkey.
Oh, I get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
that's all it needs.
And my mum in the evening would make us turkey curry.
There you go. Yeah, and that's it. You don't need anything else. And people don't need. Because it's like Christmas, you build up to Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is the big meal. I get that. I get it. And you've got to make an effort, and I understand that. But now it's fanned out to what we're having Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, what we're having for breakfast, what we're going to have for a little light lunch, then a buffet, or we're going to have a lunch and then a little bit. Fucking hell, where does it end? You know what I mean? You can't beat it. For us anyway, our tradition, everybody's different. We have a takeaway on Christmas Eve, because it's easy, goes to the pictures. We have takeaway, the full shebang on Christmas Day, and on Boxing Day we graze. Turkey sandwiches all day long, like you said. So maybe a bit of cheese, a few nibbles. That's it, man. You're not into fuck that. I couldn't go to a fucking full-on buffet and massive brunch. All that bollocks. No, not for me. Not for me. Yeah. You got to graze, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, the other thing. Yeah. I'm in Aldi again.
Oh, here we go.
Right.
We're back.
We're back in Aldi again. And not just Aldi, any
now.
Christmas market. The fork and spoke.
Yeah.
You know what I like now? They've got the fucking Christmas stuff out in August.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? So we're shopping today. I got, there's only me who likes turkey in our house. So we got like
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I feel sorry for you.
Well, no, Mrs. likes it alright, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but not.
Yeah, not.
I love it, mate.
No,
Fucking hell, I love it.
We got like a special, I don't mean special, I mean a special edition like chicken, it's got something in it. And
yeah,
it's
well,
got
nicely
bacon wrapped
prepped
around it and stuff like that. So I picked one up. Yeah, that's all right. Hey, that looks alright. I just fancy that. Yeah, I'll get that. And I got a ham, and it's got muscovado, sugar.
Oh, give it up.
And bay leaves on it.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. So I got one of them as well.
Got that fucking caramelised in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I got one of them. I'm gonna do one of them.
Finish it under the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it
Cook
even
it.
more.
Cook it, let it settle, let it cool, and then fucking crank the grill up, and then just put it under the grill for about 10 minutes. Absolutely, just caramelises it and fucking gives you a crust. Fucking hell, crust. Jesus.
So I picked this chicken up, right? Sticks it in my trolley, and for some reason I looked down and I looked at it, and it went out of date on 23rd. Why?
It's all about, yeah.
Why sell fresh produce so early? They sell the
They all do it.
They sell the mince pies now that early that they're going out of date at the start of December.
I know, it's wrong. That's the other thing we were saying about drinks before. I've never fancied a mince pie any of the time of the year as well. But do you know what would surprise me? And we should do this next year as an experiment. I wonder if you could go to a supermarket and buy an Easter egg and a mince pie at the same time.
Quite probably. They were actually Tesco's last year. We were Unit 10. Day after, maybe the day after Boxing Day, and I swear down they were taking all the Christmas shit off the shelves and putting Easter eggs.
Oh my god! Yeah, I can believe it. I'm not laughing because I don't believe it. I'm laughing because it's fucking ridiculous. But that's the thing. Everything's blurred into one now. Yeah. It's all gone. All the occasion of time within the year is gone. It's blurred into one. I don't look at Easter eggs in fucking January, do you?
No, I don't look at Easter eggs full stop. They're a fucking rip-off.
Yeah, well, they are a rip-off. Yeah, they are. I agree with you. Yeah, they are a rip-off. But I do like mince pies, though. I do like mince pies. And I said I never used to. Weird. Never used to. But red wine, mince pies, oh my lord. Yeah,
I really shouldn't tell you this because I should have brought them on, really. I've got some slow gin mince pies.
Yeah.
And they've actually got alcohol, it says on it, but be
Proper,
careful,
yeah.
contains alcohol. I might have one of them later.
Yeah.
I'll try not to destroy kitchen this year. I usually set something on fire.
Yeah, you've got to have some sort of element of danger in the kitchen.
Well,
it's got to be.
I was doing Christmas dinner one year. I always cook Christmas dinner, it's just like a traditional thing, mate. And I was making parsnips. Freshened, like, you know, not frozen ones, and I peeled them and I parboiled them and stuck them in the oven for a bit. And I thought, I won't put something on them. What can I put on them? So I'm fucking honey. I'll honey glaze. So I'm looking through cupboards, shouting to the missus, "We got any honey?" "Yeah, it's in back somewhere." Right, so I'm fucking pulling because nobody's touched it for 6 months.
Honey doesn't spoil either.
No, no, yeah. Great for allergies as well, apparently. Honey. So I'm pulling fucking tins of oxtail soup out that nobody's touched since 1972.
Yeah.
Here's a tip for you, off on a tangent. I don't know if you'll try this. Right? Chips.
Yeah.
In a bowl.
Yeah.
Warm oxtail soup
yeah,
on top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My sister used to do that.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Glad I'm not in the
No,
minority.
you know. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Caroline used to do that. Step on from that. Chips, oxtail soup, grated cheese.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the top.
You put grated cheese on it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, it's so fucking so wrong, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it is good.
Yeah. It's so wrong.
I'm having that for my lunch tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
I'm having that for my lunch tomorrow now. What was I saying?
Dunno.
Honey.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm looking for some honey. Yeah, we've got something back, so I'm dragging all fucking tins out. And it's set. It's that set honey. So dickhead here doesn't think, just take a spoon out and rub it on. No. I've got a plastic jug. Half a jar of this honey in the plastic jug. I'll melt. And I'll put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. So I turn around and I'm doing my other bits. Not realising in my thick head that honey is just basically combustible sugar.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, can I smell something there? And then my missus shouts, "Oh, what's that smell coming out?" And there's fucking smoke billowing out of the microwave like that.
Like a fucking incendiary.
Yeah, so I opened it up and this jug had just gone. It looked like it had gone in quicksand. There was just about that much of it left in this puddle of shit on the thing.
Oh, man.
And one year I tried to make mince pies, my own mince pies. And I was doing well, but I didn't seal tops on well enough. So it spilled out and I couldn't even get them out. We threw the bacon tray away.
The problem is, I see this a lot of the time with making your own stuff. Admirable. And sometimes it's great fun to make your own things. The problem is, there's that many good quality, different variations, especially at Christmas time. Unless you're absolutely hell-bent, full-on, commando cook, you think, fuck that.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, you can go and buy them for a quarter of the price.
Well, that's just going back to them slow gin things that I said. They look really nice and sizable. Like that. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
They've got gin in them.
Yeah.
Whole vine fruits, almonds. And they were all 60 for 6.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is so true. And it's like mince pie. I mean, Greg's mince pies.
Oh yes.
Oh my lord, they're absolutely divine. And they're so bad for you, but yeah, they're so good. So you can go out and buy a lot of interesting stuff now, but it is nice to make an effort at all. I get that. And whether it's just jazzing your Brussels sprouts or because like back in the day, because we are still clinging on to the history element by the skin of our teeth. No, we're in ranting, aren't we? Ranting.
Doesn't matter.
You can go overboard. I mean, sometimes it's not like Brussels sprouts. Polarised opinion. I can eat them in any form, any day of the year, as many as I could physically eat. Love them all day. I don't know how you feel about them. Love them. Yeah. Eat them raw.
I was going to say eat them raw.
Yeah.
I've eaten them raw for Vine.
Yeah.
They're crunchy and
all
fresh.
Day. Yeah, all day, every day. And they actually make, even though I haven't tried this yet, but it really, and it never occurred to me before, they make awesome coleslaw. Festive coleslaw. Grate them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, grate them up. Horseradish mayonnaise. Horseradish mayonnaise. Salt and pepper. Tossed in. Bit of vinegar. Bang.
That sounds actually fucking good, though.
Christmas coleslaw. And it's just, apparently, I've not tried it yet, but that and it makes sense because they're fucking baby cabbages, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
And they got a bit of sweetness and everything else, so yeah, it's a little tip for you there, people. But, yeah, even Brussels sprouts, see, for me, I love all that. I love the butter on Brussels sprouts, I love the bacon lardons, I love all of that. But, do you know what, in all honesty, a Brussels sprout, but just in cooked, crunchy, but just, I suppose you'd say al dente, like you wouldn't say pasta.
They're horrible when they go on.
Yeah, but that again, nostalgia. People didn't know how to cook Brussels sprouts. They boiled them to fuck.
So they were white when they came
out. Yeah. So you just look at them and they just fucking fall to bits. But that was the beauty of it back then. You didn't really know, did you? You just didn't know. So now we're blessed. Now we are blessed. But yeah, can't beat a fucking good Brussels sprout. Half them stir fry them. Brussels sprouts. Awesome. Fucking well nice Brussels sprouts. Just, oh.
I'm on my own at Christmas with Brussels sprouts.
Oh my god, well, I wish I was, because they're fucking 5 times more than
yeah, no, them three won't touch them.
Oh, mate.
Won't touch them.
How anybody, I mean, I don't know how anybody can't like them. Love them in any form. Absolutely love them. Love them, love them. But then I think finally, I think it would be quite poignant just to finish off the rant, maybe with, where do you stand on Christmas desserts?
We've scrapped the idea.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I love them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you mean Christmas period or Christmas Day? Because Christmas Day we can never manage it.
No, the will's there, but like I said,
because we go back to the whole me being a more of a savoury person. So me and the kids are like that.
Yeah,
the missus has got a sweet tooth, but me and the kids are more savoury. So we'll gorge ourselves on fucking Yorkshire puddings and pigs in blankets and stuff, and we've never room for.
Don't get me started on Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, Yorkshire pudding Christmas Day.
Yeah. Love Yorkshire puddings. How you feel about sprouts is how I feel about Yorkshire puddings.
I've done Yorkshire puddings.
Oh mate, I've had them for my breakfast. I had them for my breakfast.
I know I'm in the minority.
I put fucking ready break in it.
Oh god. Fucking hell. No, I just don't like them. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, big ones. Big ones full, or fewer little ones. Yeah.
Wrong.
Bit of gravy, bit of mash.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Nothing against them, but no.
But yeah, Christmas desserts, I love the idea of them.
You can't eat Christmas pudding though for me. I mean, it's like everyone goes, oh, we'll have, because usually people try, they make a big effort, and I get that. It's very, I mean, I shouldn't say women, husbands, wives, whatever, may go to a hell of a lot of trouble, and they'll usually have 2 or 3 on it. So they'll have classics, gatto, black forest gatto. It's so good, mate. And do you know what? It's so unfashionable now because it's 70s, but fucking a good dark, strong, alcoholic black forest gatto. You can't beat it.
We had one
a
few years ago. That was Kirsch.
Yeah,
oh, it was good.
Yeah, and you can. Some people, I mean, I've never had, but some people just drizzle Kirsch over it. Beautiful dessert, but I mean, Christmas pudding for me is a winner all day long, every day. I love it. I can't have a little bit of it, but you've got to set fire to the fucking Christmas pudding. God's sake. I mean, I do it every year because my mum's too scared, but I'll warm the brandy up, light it up, pour it over the Christmas pudding. Because we should do, you should never light the alcohol on the pudding, because usually it doesn't ignite. So you put brandy in the pan, warm it up just enough so that when you put your finger in it, you have to take it out, and you light the brandy in the pan.
Right, and then pour
it over the top. Works every time.
There we go.
There you go. Absolutely.
I've never done it.
I do it because it looks great. To be honest with you, it just looks great. But yeah, I love Christmas pudding. But people go for things like pavlova, Yule log, and all that type of stuff. But
it's got to be a warm pudding for Christmas.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's fucking winter.
No, I don't. No, I remember before I said I don't like brandy. I do like brandy butter.
Yeah, mate, it's the worst thing you can have in the world.
On a Christmas pudding.
That's wrong. I know it's good.
Or a warm mince pie in an oven,
yes,
and then a dollop of all that Bailey's cream.
Brandy butter though, fucking hell.
I'll bite me on the leg off it.
Yeah, but brandy butter, mate, is fucking so wrong. It's deadly. It's fucking deadly. Good on everything. Yeah, good on everything, without a doubt. And then
I like on steak.
Brandy butter.
I'm gonna try that.
No, I don't know.
Sweet.
Blue cheese. Yeah, on steak is just all day, every day. I don't know. Brandy butter, sweet. I suppose you'd have to balance it all off. You couldn't just have brandy butter out of it. You'd have to.
I don't mean a dollop. I mean
a slither. Yeah, maybe.
A basting.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, I'll get the cheapest steak I can find.
Fucking love steak. Love it. Absolutely love it. But no, dessert. Yeah, and then really you just go and pig out on the settee, watch the shit TV, and then you just 8 o'clock rolls round, and then it's like cheese ball time, isn't it? Cheese comes out.
Remember Tinder Sweets in the 80s?
Yeah.
Quality Street.
When they were full.
Yeah. They looked like a fucking British gas storage facility, didn't they?
Yeah. And then when you open the tin, they fucking fall out.
Yeah, because there aren't many of them.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, and that before you lot out there say, oh, these old fuckers on here are just talking the stuff. It's actually true. I saw I can't remember what program it was, and they showed the statistics of the size of the tins and the quantity, and it has come down by I think about 25% in the past 30 years. So it isn't a myth.
Sneaky bastards.
Yeah.
Right, my missus has got. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She's got a problem when it comes to dairy milk. Right. It might as well be fucking crack cocaine in a purple wrapper.
It is nice.
She loves dairy milk. Now,
Classic.
walking around a supermarket, can't remember which one a couple of years ago.
Hold it.
No, it wasn't. I think it has.
Feel me there.
Yeah, they don't sell dairy milk. They don't sell dairy milk. You know, it'll be.
Oh yeah. They do make good chocolate. They fucking sell good chocolate though.
They do one.
Oh my lord.
They're German. So I think it's called Mosler Roth or something like that. Huh?
Like a whole lot.
They do, but no, they're liquid filled, and they do one with a cherry liqueur in it.
I'm not a fan of that. No, I'm telling you. No,
I said liquid. No, it's more like a jam.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember we were talking about it. I can't remember who you were talking to, man. Do you remember Hellas bars?
Now you mention it, but I can't remember.
Hellas bars, and they were bars of chocolate with lots of squares, and they had different liquid centres.
Yes, were they round? On
I can't remember, but they were called Hellas bars, and they had about 15 different flavours. Strawberry, one was mint, one was orange, one was whatever, and they were massive back in the day. And they had the liquid, and ever since then, I don't know whether I had a bad turn on them or something, but whenever somebody said liquid, liquid centre chocolate, I always think of Hellas bars. We'll have to look that up.
They're worth a try, them though.
Yeah, I might give it a go. Yeah, give it a cherry chocolate's always good.
I was in this atypical supermarket, and it said dairy milk. I think it was like 40% less sugar. I thought, oh bloody hell, she'd be onto that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I picked it, and it was the same price as the dairy milk that was next to it. So I picked this dairy milk, this reduced sugar dairy milk up. I thought, hang on, there's something not fucking right here. And if you turned it on its side, you couldn't see it. It just fucking
it disappeared.
It was like that. Yeah. So Cole has a name for that, I didn't know. You put it on the side and disappeared. Can't remember. But yeah, it's 40% less sugar because it's fucking 60% less of the bar. There's nothing in it. It was like a fucking smear inside.
They're not stupid. It's like the fucking the what's the right word? Not atrocity. The crime that's been committed with fucking Toblerone. Put Toblerone on its side now, and instead of where you got fucking pyramids like this, it's like that. It's like a fucking block of flats, not fucking the pyramids at bloody Giza or whatever, which are like this. It's fucking like this, and for no other reason. They said it health and safety because they said it was the blocks were too big and the choking hazard. Bollocks. You're cutting corners.
I can say without doubt that is a health and safety myth.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, that.
Absolutely.
Remember the old Toblerones, especially when you got to the last two pieces and you couldn't get them apart.
You're twatting them on the...
Yeah, you're like, trying to buy it. No, it's going to go through, it's going to spike on top of it.
Well, Toblerone chocolate, man, is fucking divine.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Chewy nougat. Almonds? Is it almonds?
Yeah. I like the white ones too.
Oh, mate, all day. Oh my god. All day. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, all that stuff, it's just...
There were pyramids.
Yeah. Pyramids, yeah, do, yeah. They were...
Terry's.
Terry's pyramid, yeah. Yeah, they were.
They're like a 3D pyramid.
Yeah, they were.
Not just like a flat triangle of chocolate.
Yeah.
They were actually an actual 3D pyramid.
Yeah, they were.
And they were filled with mint.
Yeah.
They
were
good,
nice.
though.
They were dear, though.
They were dear, yeah. I always remember they were
They
dear.
were kind of thing, you bought them, you were like, oh, fucking hell, fucking yeah. Like, you bought some Ferrero Rocher, you're like, fucking hell, who's this? Well, now, you're like, you take them for granted. But toffee people like that as well.
Now that's a Christmas tradition.
Oh my lord.
That is a Christmas tradition.
But weirdly, they disappeared for years.
They did. Yeah.
And then they came back, now you can get them all year long. But you can get a tray of 12 for £1.
They were expensive back then.
They were massively expensive. Yeah. I bought the wife a tray of 12. I mean, my God, she had them in about 45 seconds.
I'm not surprised. They're amazing. They're just amazing.
God.
But I'm saying with them with Ferrero Rocher as well.
Yeah. You do buy the chocolate off the edge and get the perfect wafer sphere.
Yep.
And then you buy the sphere on the seam.
Yeah,
split the two parts of perfect.
Hazelnut out.
And then you take the hazelnut and lick out the chocolate, so you got two semi-spherical wafers. You suck off all the chocolate off the you suck off all the chocolate off the hazelnut, and then you're left with two perfect semi-spherical wafers with one naked hazelnut.
You used to take the piss out of me the way I eat stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, it was weird though. I must admit, I do admit to the Ferrero Rocher. It's wrong because Ferrero Rocher, you've got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that. It's like Bounty. It's about all the chocolate Bounties.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do it with everything.
No, I drive Mrs. Potty. I'll go to the kitchen, make myself a sandwich, come back, and then take it to bed.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, without a doubt. So I think really we've sort of put Christmas present and Christmas past up against each other. And for me, I don't know how you feel about it. I think it's safe to say, if I could spend Christmas Day in 3-4 days' time, back in 1985 or in 2019.
As a kid or as a parent?
This is it. I wouldn't change anything for the world. I'd want to spend it with my family I have now, don't get me wrong. But if I could take them to how good would it be doing a 1985 Christmas Day? That would be good, wouldn't it? Mm. Doing a 1985 themed Christmas Day. That would be cool as anything, wouldn't it?
Mm. Bit short notice then, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Music, decorations, food, that would be really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, really cool. So I think, giving you an idea there, people. I would probably do 85, even though the food might not be as good, it might not be as polished, it might not be as, whatever you want to say, nutritious or whatever. But it's safe to say, I think, in terms of good times and more innocent times, it definitely is, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool smoke.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
What do you think?
Yeah, even for, well, I can't speak as a parent, I wouldn't know. I don't know what it was like back then economically and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But if you take that factor out,
Yeah,
of
just to how you want to spend your.
then yeah, I'll probably do 85 again because I mean,
yes.
the world we're in now. It's a great time to be alive, isn't it?
Massively.
We've got everything.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to have everything on demand, everything. You know what I mean? And I think that's detrimental.
I agree.
Because the kids now, and I've talked about this with my missus last week, they're not spoiled, the kids.
No, because they don't know, do they?
No. But
they don't think they're spoiled.
Maybe it's going back to an economical thing again. In the 80s, you got presents on your birthday and Christmas.
Great point.
That was it.
You're absolutely right.
Unless you got like a little, a Matchbox car.
Or you're minted.
Yeah, or you were fucking boosted, yeah.
Yeah, because when you went food shopping every week, if you were lucky, like maybe once a month, your mum and dad would go and do the shopping, you'd go to the toy aisle, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And have a look. And if you were lucky, you'd get a Hot Wheels car, wouldn't you?
I remember a supermarket was an event.
Massive.
When we were kids, we used to phone each other. Do you want to come? We'll go to Tesco.
Yeah.
Can Dean come?
Yeah.
We'll go to Tesco if you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So true. And now it's like
nothing.
It's like register.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Absolutely.
So yeah, I think
you'd swap it.
I'd swap it out.
Yeah, I would.
I think I would.
I would all day, and not because of like you say, because you're old and you think, oh yeah, it was so much better back then, but. It's more innocent times, isn't it? I think that's the thing. We all wanted stuff. We all wanted the latest stuff, but I think you aimed a little bit more at a realistic level. You know what I mean? More than anything.
I mean, what I said earlier, our Christmas Day is going to be dead short because kids wanted big presents. So that's fair enough, but you're not getting 1,000 other things, you know what I mean? So the little one, she's not got a TV in her room, so she wants a TV for her room, so fine, I'll get you a TV for her room. Can you imagine getting a TV in the 80s?
Fucking hell. It was like,
you'd have to sell the street.
Yeah, you would.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. And this goes back to sort of like consumer electronics and everything. They are cheaper now, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was an advert for Rumbelows. Can't remember, it was something like that. And you think back, and you think, yeah, you're right. Like a black and white TV, 14-inch TV, for a kid's bedroom was a massive fucking present. You got a TV in your room, you're like, fuck.
Well, they were that expensive. You remember radio rentals?
Yeah.
You used to rent them.
My mum and dad rented the TV up until when? 25 years ago. Mum and dad never bought TVs. And not because it's weird, because not necessarily they couldn't. You can now, but back then everybody did it because you couldn't afford to. Because consumer electronics were fucking dear.
Yeah, they were stupidly expensive, weren't they?
And people couldn't find 200 quid at a drop of a hat. You couldn't do it. Like ghetto blasters as well. Stereos. If you had a stereo, a decent stereo, oh my god.
I remember I got a stereo when I was 13, 14. It had a CD player on it.
Oh my god. Yeah, you'd have been...
And I was the shit. It was the
shit.
Yeah, you would have. I did not stop playing it for about 3 months. No. It was on constantly.
Yeah.
What thing did just come out? What year is it? Illusion 2? I don't know, they just come out.
91.
91?
Yeah.
I was right at 13.
Yeah.
That was a good guess,
yeah,
right?
that was good guess. Yeah, 91. Yeah, that was like... You had a CD player, fucking hell. Yeah, it was mega money. When CD players came out in the 80s, the first ones, because Sony were the first ones to do it, and the Sony CD players, I think, and this was in I don't know the year, I'm guessing, slightly educated guess, I think it was about it was earlier than I ever fucking thought. It was about 84, 85 of the first ones. And they were back. I'm talking then. They were about $1,000.
Okay.
Which you think that now would have been what, $2,000, $3,000.
Easy. Yeah.
mega money, because it was revolutionary. It was revolutionary, and only if you were very, very well off could you afford anything near that. Whereas now things are far more accessible to more people, aren't they?
Oh God, yeah.
Luxury items. You couldn't afford luxury items. Couldn't do. But yeah, Christmas presents, fucking brilliant. Absolutely awesome. And you always want, when you ripped open that paper and you saw that Star Wars logo.
I was just going to say that.
Do you know what I mean? You thought, oh fucking hell.
I remember when I got my Millennium Falcon. It was so big. I just knew what it was straight away. Before I even unwrapped it.
Well, on that very point, I just remembered then when you said Millennium Falcon, they were 50 quid.
I know.
In what would that have been? 80. Early 80s, 3, 4.
83, 84.
Yeah. 50 quid. That's probably what? It's probably over a weekly wage.
I'm trying to do it then.
It was mega money. Mega money.
So if we say, what was it? Your Jedi come out? 83?
83, yeah.
So let's go for 83 and then 50 quid. Oh, this only goes up to 2018, but it's fucking close.
Yeah, it's close enough.
It's always depressing when you get all those. Oh, fucking fire, you're going to scroll back for your birthday.
No, tell me about it.
£165.
Yeah, which is huge. And that counts for inflation, but doesn't it count for what the weekly wage was? Do you know what I mean? So
that's calculated inflation average of 3.5% a year.
Yeah. So you think then weekly wages that'd probably been what? 2 weeks' wages? I'd say.
Yeah.
Massive. And people didn't have disposable income then.
No.
Just didn't do. Yeah, madness. So I think we've ranted on, haven't we?
We've gone off on one this week.
Jesus Christ.
So we did say it was a special edition.
Very special, and we've become special after drinking this bunch. So I think unless we've got anything.
No, but I think we'd better give it parcel this one up and shove it under a tree.
Yeah.
I think our memory card's going to go fucking
shove it
tits
right
in a
up
minute.
your fucking chimney. Yeah, absolutely.
We went to.
I'm surprised it's still running.
Went to Christmas tree place, right? Christmas tree, and said, what size you want? Sort of 6 foot. It's alright. So you put it up yourself? I said, no, we'll put it in the living room. And on that note,
on that very savoury note, we'll head headlong into. I think we'll round it up, won't we?
We'll round it up, mate.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so we've reached the end of our Christmas special, and my God, it's been a Ben-Hur. And so when you sat there watching your epic Christmas movies, spare a thought, because we've ad-libbed for the same amount of time that you've been watching Richard Burton recite, I don't know, something profound, or Charlton Heston reading the tablets of that were sent down in the Ark of the Covenant, haven't we? They were pretty much.
We're in the Ark of the Covenant.
The tablets were.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he put him in the Ark of the Covenant.
That was it, yeah.
On Mount. Was it Mount? What was the bloody mountain? Anyway, you Jesus-y people anyway. Tell us at the bottom. So yeah, we've covered quite a lot. We can hear the police helicopters overhead. They're obviously coming to get us. We've probably been broadcasting for far longer than we're allowed to. But yeah, we enjoyed it. So I think we'll wish you all a Merry Christmas, and we'll do I think a New Year special. We'll round the year off with some interesting ramblings.
Oh,
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. And just a reminder, not that you need reminding, but we've got all social media platforms covered. Don't forget to comment. I love the little faces down here. Please give us a click on there, and don't forget to follow us for all the latest content. And yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it again next week.
Yeah.
I think, well, next week. Yeah. What day are we on? I don't even know what day we're on. Saturday, but we'll.
But last one of the year next.
Yeah, last one of the year. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll round off 2019 with our first year on YouTube. So yeah, I don't think anything else to add from me. So I think we'll wrap it up. So
wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
So Merry Christmas. Also Happy New Year, because we do that separately. But Merry Christmas. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese, enjoy your Brussels sprouts, and may your turkey be dry and frazzled. So, adios amigos.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.